even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day. Chukwabiama, believe we're whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth, to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigebi. He said, tell you that Nigerians are insincere people, you must believe me.
That's right.
There is something dishonest, a people that is incapable of human development and civilization. Once you are a zoo, monkey, or baboon, you must live your life in infamy because you are a Nigerian. Yoruba man has spoken. Nigerians are not sincere. As I didn't tell you before. He's a Nigerian, no? He's telling you that their people are not sincere. Did I not tell you before that they are not sincere? You want to know what is insincerity? I will give it to you the way it is. Because the zoo is patently evil.
Oh, yes.
Nigeria is evil. Do you know how much they stole? 400 billion pounds is in Europe, is in Asia, according to UK group. Ocean is the amount of money they steal will start off a tsunami. 400 billion.
Broadcasting through a page that is not work. The battle that is raging right now in and around on Nsukka to dislodge terrorists and what the Nigerians yours. This we acknowledge now and forevermore. Is including the US ambassador to Nigeria, she is as corrupt as Satan himself. Why am I saying this? All of you saw the videos of Lekki Tollgate massacre. I was live on air broadcasting that very night. I sanctioned these lies.
Okay, we are live, right? Yes, we are. We are live, we are direct. We are live and direct. Sorry?
Yes, Umuchineke, Mr. George Money, I would like you to introduce yourself to Biafrans.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to some of you, depending on your place of domicile. And I welcome you to this afternoon edition of Gospel of Freedom. And we are here to make sure that our people are well informed with regards to what is happening around the struggle and the update within the struggle. And my fellow comrades are here with me, Mazi Nzadibe, Mazi Idudu, Ovu, Ovi, Emeno. My fellow comrade, you are welcome, and I believe and I hope we are going to achieve something that will yield a significant help towards this struggle. Thank you. Your volume.
Thank you so much, Mazi George Money, the man of the people. Mazi Idudu, I wish you introduce yourself to Biafrans. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mazi Zedibe. Greetings, dear friends, all over the world, lovers of freedom. I welcome you all to today's episode of our enlightenment as we discuss as a people, as Biafrans. My name's Remy Idudu of Yemunu. We are here to evangelize and to talk about the gospel and the freedom of Biafrans. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mazi Idudu. It's great pleasure to have you once again here. My names are Mazi Zadibe Noble. You can also refer me to Humble, as it's also one of my pages as they know me. You are welcome, Biafrans all over the world. I wish to thank Biafrans. And before we proceed today, I wish to pray that God gives us His knowledge, His wisdom to share this moment so specially made for our people, to review things happening in our land and across the world, especially things that are unfolding basically in this struggle, actually. Now, let me say this. Let me begin with this. Mazi Dudu, first of all, I want to ask you what you think about this development that we are seeing in this struggle, this development of the people that are trying to bring division among us. What message do you have for them? For those people who are trying especially to bring division among us, because that is the biggest instrument that most of them have been trying to use to divide the children of light. What message do you have for them?
Yeah, first of all, before I go to the people who are causing division among the children of light, I will also want to also talk to the people who are listening to them, myopically listening to them. The best, they say, run from the devil when you can. Run from the devil when you can. So now, talking about the people who are being sponsored by Zoo government, to come and destabilize or to fight to destroy the structure that IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have worked all the years, more than a decade to put in order. They want to come and destroy it. Of course, it is a dead on arrival, mandate, or should I say, they are fighting a lost battle. That is why sometimes I refer to them as a fruitless, journey that they are, embarking on. They are adventuring a fruitless journey. And if you are one of them, and if you are so myopic, that you feel that you want to move with them, know that you are the part of failure, that you will all end up as a failed people, because you cannot fight against light. When light comes, darkness disappear. Now, talking about the people who have come to fight against IPOB, you must first of all try to read the body language of these people. Starting from when our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinary rendition from the Zoo Kenya down to the Zoo Nigeria. All of a sudden, one Mrs. Nelly Ufebu, sorry that I mentioned her name here anyway, started, bringing different type of video, audio, after laying all manners of accusation, this one did this, this one did that, and she will end up telling us that in due time, when Eloha or Elohim that she used to call, tell her what to say, she will not tell us the detail. So you are giving us an information without giving us the detail, because we want to be verified, because this is IPOB. Okay, what you want to convince us, you convince us with facts and figure. You come and you accuse almost everybody, and you will say that in due time, when Elohim told you, you will tell us the secret. Which secrets do we look like, sugar and salt to you that you can put on the water and dissolve? So, as a Biafran, and if you, not just because if you are a student of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as a Biafran, you have to, you have to think, you have to reminisce the past and bring it to the future. You have to, weigh them, shake them, and filter them, and know if they hold water. Somebody cannot come and begin to tell you that this person is a criminal, this person do this, and at the end of maybe 2 hours ranting and talking on social media, I'm talking about the Nelly of a I don't know what to put her name. She will tell you that in due time, Elohim will tell her to tell you more of the secret, telling you that the facts that you need, the evidence that you need, it is only when Elohim told him to tell you, he will tell us. But for the accusation, Elohim have push her to be accusing the DOS, to be accusing this structure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have put in place. Anybody that stood against her has become automatically a saboteur. That is all you need to know. When you see people who are so eager, who are so desperate, they have a mission that they want to accomplish. This is their body languages. And they went further, changing the name Biafra. And some of us are still foolishly still listening Mazina de Kano is all about Biafra. IPOB is all about Biafra. And anything short of that, count me out. And if it is better you say that, okay, you are no longer fighting for Biafra, I am fighting for Idu. And you do that peacefully in your own way, not coming trying to antagonize and attack the structure of IPOB that is meant to restore Biafra. So if you want to do your thing, can you just park where and do yours without, obstructing or coming to the space of IPOB? But I will tell them one thing, they will all fail. They will all fail. Those who came through the window, to IPOB, and we are good broadcaster, we are, we are the narrative, changing the narrative, we are what's the other expose, in the expose. They are no longer doing expose, they are attacking anything attackable. All of a sudden, Mazina de Kano's elder brother is a saboteur, the junior brother who is there to make sure that Mazina de Kano is visited on Monday and Thursday is now a saboteur. The entire legal team are saboteur, meaning anybody that don't agree to what the autopiloters, should I say auto crash, are doing, they are all saboteur. It is only them. All of a sudden, the same autopiloters are telling you that he will not attack Asare Dokubo. Asare Dokubo that we all know that it is a Fulani stooge in Biafra land. Everybody know that Asare Dokubo is a Fulani stooge. He's working for the Fulani. In fact, he has sworn his life that he's going to work for those that came from the desert, to the Sahel, from the Sahel. And now all of a sudden, because he want to, build coalition with some of all these infiltrators coming from Nook and Cranny part of Biafra land, he is trying to, make sweet speeches, saying that inside the Kuta, for the first time in the history of autopilot, I am addressing you and I'm not attacking you. It's because he did not attack me. So you are trying to tell us that he who attacked Mazina de Kano have not attacked you. He who attacked Mazina de Kano have not attacked you. That is what autopilot is telling Biafran. And some of us are still foolishly listening to him. That is all you just need to know. You don't need to know more than that. That for the fact that the so-called autopilot is saying that an attack on Mazina de Kano is not an attack on me. The videos are there. And you are still listening to him. That means, you should rate yourself at the scale of 1 to 10. Rate yourself. Thank you very much. All hail Biafra.
Master George Money, also, I wish to ask you the same question about the distraction, the division they want to bring, which is the main instrument of the British, even before the colonialism, and after the colonialism, they also have injected this tactics and strategy of dividing the people. So, what do you think about this division they are bringing among our midst? What do you think that we are doing? What we are doing, are we successfully doing it well, or we are not doing it well? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazen Zadib. Thank you very much, my fellow comrade Dudu. If you understand, you have said it all. There is something that you said that justify or explain everything that you asked me. Something about British involvement. British involvement is always, their strategy is always they must divide you. Because they know if they can divide you, they cannot rule you. They must divide you so that there will be those that are agreeing and those that are disagreeing. Because if everybody agree, they can never win. So that is exactly the reason why what we are seeing today is happening. They have come to divide us, and this is the diplomatic way of doing things. And that is the reason why when we say that these people that are trying to divide us, they are actually working with the Nigeria government. And recently, which was, we also found out that the Berima in Finland is working with the DSS as well. There is also something that I also want to bring together, because as we all know that Nelly is promoting this guy called Udene. And last week, she maybe took permission from Udene in order to call Udene this useless guy. So now, if you understand what is going on, today I saw the full name of Udene. And the same name of Udene is Ofebu. So I don't know if there is any connection between these two. That will still be subject to confirmation. Or maybe, you know, the people that bear that type of name, they are meant for sabotage. So, but all these things, we are going to still confirm them. But I can assure you that these people, their strategy is well planned. You know, when you want to start up a business and you don't want to fail, you map out a business plan. You map out a business plan. That is exactly what these people did. They made sure that there is a plan, and they build structure in this their sabotage game, that all the members of the syndicate will never sink once. That is the reason why you find Nelly almost always on the other platform of her boy, her son, which she paid money to leave his job for a few months. So you will not find Nelly anymore in the Ekberima's platform, because they know that these people who call themselves the media warrior or the emissaries, I don't know what they call them, that they always make a mistake. That the man who is in front of them is a very constructive man, which is called the Simon. He is a very, very manipulative and constructive man. That is the reason why you find them acting like they are worshiping him. You know, they are not seeing him the way they, you know, what they are giving to him actually is not what is in their heart. Even some of them are even jealous of him. Some of them in their clique are jealous of him because of the attention that he is getting more than every one of them. So that is something that a wise person say. You cannot divide a relationship in order to build new one. It will never stand. And that is exactly what is going to destroy this syndicate. Because now, if you understand what is going on, when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started, he had a radio. He had platform. From there, we moved into a radio. We had a radio, community radio app. We have all these things. That is exactly what these people are introducing, to show you that they are actually splitting this struggle. They want to pick up from this struggle, that when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu comes out, there are many things that they are planning, showing all over the place, making people come to testify, faceless people. When you hear people testifying, they are faceless. So now they are making people to come and testify, write a script and give them. And what these people are testifying against, just like you heard about when they were like making a claim that DOS killed Ikonso. Ikonso's issue happened when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was still on the ground. And thank God that everybody knows about that. And that is a direct answer to what you are looking for. That these people are not preparing this attack on DOS. They are preparing the attack on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But because DOS is like a wall between them and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu right now, and because DOS, they never believe that they are this strong. They never believe that after all this, you know, conspiracy they have conspired against the DOS, that DOS will still stand. But one thing people does not understand, you can never build on a surface of a sandy soil. Because these people are actually building on the surface of a sandy soil. The reason why I said so is that, well, number one, they do not have any information as per how our comrades that have been illegally detained across Nigeria prison, they don't know how many they are, number one. They don't know how those comrades are going to be released or how to look for them. They don't have legal team to represent them. Talk more of having legal team to represent our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. which they believe or which they make you believe that they are having his interest at heart. But that is not that is not the case. The case is that these people, they are rolling an attack on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because they already know which, when you saw Barrister Ejiofor come out, they have already known that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not happy with any one of them with their activities. And that is the reason why you see them bringing people, telling you that they cut off people's neck, they were killing him, killing him, killing him. That's what Berima was talking. The bullshit he was talking yesterday, pardon me for my vulgar words, what he was coming out of this platform, the gossip, someone faceless idiot came to the platform to say that Tina Samoru and Chike and who is this coordinator he was talking about? I think Mazi. There is this guy he was talking about in South Africa. He was talking about this guy, and now they say that one of them took somebody's wife.
He's talking about. Is he talking about?
Yeah, this idiot that came to that platform was actually saying that is practicing nepotism, giving his girlfriend who is married to another man, that he is now joining with another person's wife. I don't understand why all these things are coming into the struggle. Like, people are very, very childish. You remember that we have exposed all the activities of this Eberima in Finland. So he has no topic anymore except to conspire, except to write a script and give to a faceless artist who will come and start saying it on the media. But a reasonable person will be able to discover that this is a conspiracy and it does not make any sense. Why would they come and tell you that Ike Chukwu is cheating with another person's wife in the struggle? Why would they come and tell you there is a comrade which they want to kill? They were killing him, he doesn't want to die. They now realize there is even if it is a novel they are writing. These are the things that they are rolling for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, they will now channel all this blame that these people died in your hands because they are poisoning the heart of gullible Biafrans. Because they know that this movement is led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Of course, if there is anybody who will give account of all these things that they are claiming, it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So now that is the reason why they are bringing up lies, cooking up lies, because they will make you to believe without presenting you any evidence. He knew that they were killing this person, killing him, he could not die. They now realize there is something he has in his waist, which is utter rubbish. Is it what you will go to court of law to say? That is what you witness. Where is the evidence? Where is the video? Because when you want to bring Ikechukwu or anything, you say you always bring evidence. Bring us the proof of where you saw them killing this person, the ESN member or whoever. I don't know, the same way they were making a claim about their baby, the head of their own version of ESN, who is constituting criminality in Biafra land, that the community got angry and lay their anger upon him. So now, the same way they come up with another person because they believe that that one is forgotten and they believe that that one didn't sell. Now they want to bring out another person, bringing it up with a faceless idiot who does not know their left from their right, coming to social media to talk rubbish. If it is a claim that they are making in order to make Biafrans believe, or in order for DSS or the court of Federal High Court to see that this movement is a criminal activities that they are indulging on, they don't know that it doesn't make sense. You cannot come to the court of law and say they were killing somebody, the person is not dying. You understand? If they were killing him is not dying.
I will move over to, I will just say a little bit something over this particular issue, and also I will move over to our dear comrade Idudu. the so I also wish to thank you for your contribution. Very great one. First, I want to say this. Federal government have tried to prescribe IPOB and they did not work. Let us go to the grassroots of all this division, okay? And the Umahe said they will bring up a fashion that will be a reproach to IPOB. Let me just use it that way. That will counter IPOB. So another boast that they did also was Lai Mohammed and the Desina and the White Asarok saying that there will be no more IPOB after 3 months. If you people remember when they said that, there will be no more IPOB. So these things that are playing out are a script that have been written already. So when I see our people play along that script, it marvels me, because I don't see any reason that any normal human being will see that somebody like will say that that he don't support our leader to change clothes, that he don't support our leader to wear isiago, that he don't support our leader to live a better life, and ask another question. Well, the question I want to ask is this: this plot by Nigerian government, which we are seeing today, that there is no more any attack on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even with Nigerians. Who are these people that was attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before, that are no more attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anymore in any of the platform? You can never see one single attack on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but you can see a name called Autopilot. Please, Idudu, who do you think, who are those people you think that they are those people that were attacking Nigeria, that were attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even from platform of Nigerian government, even from every platform in Nigeria? Who are those people that were attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before, and now we can no more see them anymore? But what we are seeing is a name called Autopilot. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. My brother is Mazi Zadibe Noble. First and foremost, let me start with Linus Mohammed and their, should I say, collaboration with Devil Umahi. Saying that after 3 months or so, there will be no more IPOB. First of all, every Biafran, we know that we first of all ask ourselves, who are we listening to? Who are we to listen to? We listen to the leadership, right? So it doesn't matter what any idiot outside the body of IPOB is saying. It is what the leadership is saying, and they can, like they say, it is me and you. It is IPOB. It is the people of Biafra that will decide, that we say, this is what we want. This is how we want. Not one Alamajiri that they compensated, with a title of minister, sitting somewhere in Abuja, that is talking rubbish from both sides of their mouth. So as a Biafran, as an IPOB, You don't listen to them. They can make their propaganda, they can give their statement, they can buy the channel TV, Daily Trust to be helping them to post whatever they talk and all those rubbish. But they still see us still coming stronger. The more they talk, the more they think that they have, and do away with IPOB, the more they think that, oh, IPOB can now resurrect, as if we are always stronger and we keep on coming. So the power remains with DOS. The power remains with the body of IPOB. We determine either to move or to stop. So as far as we are concerned as IPOB, we are moving, and our destination is the restoration of Biafra. Now, coming back to the people that were attacking Mazina, they can left, right, and center, and of course, IPOB media warriors are always doing the needful. Those online and those offline in the comment section, sharing and broadcasting. Kudos to you all. Now, those people, first of all, I will group them into two. I will first of all talk about the first one. Those first one, some of them are the haters of Mazina Dekano. Okay, they come with a lot of distractions. So now that our leader is in the dungeon, is in the hands of the DSS, Nigerian Zoo DSS, they thought that, oh, they have him. So now they don't have any reason to attack. Especially some of them are Ile Binu Miss Blood. I will have to say, I have to bracket it a very big one. Now coming back, where are they? We can't see them anymore. They have now all gathered in the platform of the autopiloters. That is why you can see that if you look some of our supporters, some of our supporters, like for example, there is our brother from Israel that always used to, advocate for the freedom of Biafra. This young guy, I forgot his name.
Anaya Naftali.
Exactly. During this Russian and Ukraine crisis, he said he stand with Ukraine. And if you, as a Biafran, you feel you are not standing with Ukraine, you must not go to his platform and be constituting nuisance, because that is what I have noticed. But a very, genuine Biafra will like, okay, it's not everything you must show yourself. It's not everything you must come and comment. After all, some of your comment on this international body doesn't even matter because nobody knows you. Yes, of course, because like our leader said that you are a nobody until Biafra comes. So you can be doing I stand with this, I stand with that, and nobody knows you. So leave the international thing for the international people, let them do their thing. But if somebody is supporting us like this, our brother, and he have his right to stand with whatever you're standing with, if you are not standing with him, you must not go to his platform and begin to fight with him. And he will not be looking at the comment. They are putting Mazina Dekano picture on their profile. And they'll be like, oh, it's not these Biafra people that I'm supporting, but these are autopiloters. These are autopiloters with the disguise of IPOB going to attack people, going to commit rubbish. And I'm also using this opportunity to call on every genuine IPOB to always put it as a duty. When you see all this thing, try your best, you put your own comment. So when they come to read, they will know that, of course, we have Nigerian Zoo agents who are coming, to put a seed of discord between IPOB to make it look like, oh, we are fighting people who are even supporting us. But it is not true. It is not true. Now, these people that used to attack Mazina Dekano that we can no longer see, they are not the autopiloters. Some of them have now went and created Facebook name using Biafran names, and they put Mazina Dekano photos. And when you look at their profile very well, you will not see that they are not even using Mazina Dekano, the prisoner of conscience picture. They use another picture, or that is where you begin to detect these autopiloters. This is where you begin to do. When you go into their profile, you will see that they are not using the picture that the DOS have said that we all should use for a very genuine reason. Some of them, they will attach autopiloter and they will attach it with Mazina Dekano, all in the name of they are fighting for freedom. So these people, they come to destabilize what we are doing. They come to put confusion. They come to make enmity between the IPOB, the body of Biafra, and even our supporter. But the fact remains the same. They will fail, because I believe any person across the globe, for example, this is our brother in Israel, and every other lovers of freedom that are sympathizing with Biafrans, that are supporting us one way or the other, they know that there is no genuine Biafran that can come online and begin to say indirectly words of insult in their platform. I believe so. That is why I say they are on a fruitless journey. And at the right time, they shall be put to shame. They shall be put to shame. What the autopiloters are doing, they are not trying to do anything so that when our leader comes, they will tell our leader that this and that is the reason why we were doing that. No, If he autopilot, when you look at him very well, he is so desperate. He liked popularity too much. He liked to be everywhere. He liked to be seen everywhere. He liked high profile too much. So he is fighting to have a face. So he's fighting for his own face. That's why he came. He started that, changing the narrative. Which narrative are you changing from the one that Nnamdi Kanu have put in place? Some of us did not understand that English. He went and said expose. Which other expose is more than the one Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB are doing? He come again, he said autopilot. Autopilot, meaning that the struggle everybody is leading itself. A struggle without a leader, without a destination. That is autopilot. Everybody leading themselves. He came with that word. And he see that that is not working. Now, he came openly and said, he said that, one minute, my brother. He now said that this is a new era this is a new dimension. Meaning that the dimension that IPOB is, the dimension that Nnamdi Kanu have put in place, that is not the dimension. Era of a new dimension, mean that the era of the autopiloters, mean that what we are doing in IPOB is not what they are doing. And what he's trying to do is trying to gain as much as popularity, as much as supporter that he need, that he will come pop and play and begin to antagonize directly, even to our leader. He is going to do it, but he will fail even before then. He shall fail. He will fail before them, because I have also studied a little bit that even some of the people, like majority of the cellophane that are following him, okay, there are those people that doesn't hold water even when our leader was around. Some of all those sympathizers, but they are Biafran, so sympathizer. They just hey Biafra, IPOB, they just comment and run away. They are not there to contribute financially. They are not here to stand and to battle. This guy came and began to even bless Asari Dokubo that he can call us, illiterate criminal IPOB DOS. The structure that Nnamdi Kanu have put in place. And he did not even end it. He said that as far as they did not attack him, he will not attack Asari Dokubo. So if he attack Nnamdi Kanu, he not consign him. Still yet, some of us not still get sense. So I will leave it there. All here, Biafra.
Okay, thank you so much. Before I ask Mr. George the same question, because this question as well is going to be asked to George. Okay, listen, you remember, our viewers, the first time autopilot was mentioned, we said, what do we mean by autopilot? They denied. They said, no, he just made a reference. That you people are now accusing him that he said that the struggle is in autopilot. It didn't cost 2 weeks to 3 weeks. They adopted the name. They denied it at the beginning. They say they are not, there's nothing like autopilot. They are not a supporter of that thing called autopilot. What does autopilot mean? That he just made a reference and everybody carried it to say that he said that this struggle is in autopilot. If you people observe very carefully, you will remember that that incident happened. So, Mr. George Money, this question goes to you as well. Previously, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was outside, everybody who do not like the ideology of Biafra, who don't like what IPOB is doing, they were categorically and vehemently attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and giving him all sorts of names. Why is it that today nobody is giving him any name, but those people have disappeared into the thin air, and today we have autopilot, only autopilot that is accusing and attacking the leadership of IPOB. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for that important questions. There is a saying that says that when the band is changing style, the music is changing steps. So what happened with those people? Just like my comrade said, that they have already, re-strategized. That is exactly what they did. They re-strategized because the drum of the music is changing beat. They're now changing the style of their dance. So when they noticed that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was captured, illegally captured, a lot of them believe that yes, Nigeria will make means out of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But one thing they didn't know about is that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is very, very intelligent and security conscious, more than all these people who believe that they are in the DSS. So when they captured him, they believe that he is going to be killed. Now they were waiting for the news. They did not see the news. Now, when they did not see the news, when they saw the news that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in Nigeria alive, all of them marveled. They were so surprised. And let me not take this away. During the time of extraordinary rendition of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, there are people who never believed in the ideology of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who started believing in the ideology of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They were listening, but they don't pay attention because they don't like the ideology. But after the extraordinary rendition, they believe now, let us know. There is something about this man that Nigeria left the whole Boko Haram to go and do this kidnapping, illegal activities in Kenya. There is something that this man is doing. You know, they now come into the struggle. They now start following up to know what is going on. They found autopilot, coupling because some of them were blended into the struggle because they follow, they don't pay attention. Now started listening to autopilot. Most of them, now they got captivated with autopilot. That is the reason why, because of that, they are ignorant. During the time Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is there, instead of them supporting him, they were commenting rubbish, insulting him, reporting his Facebook page. Those are the people. Some of them came genuinely. Now Nigeria did this. Let me know what is wrong, what is going on. They wanted to come into the struggle. Now meet autopilot who brainwashed them again. So now they join autopilot. They are the most ignorant part of them. And the other ones who are anti-Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, most of them autopilot gave them positions. Those who are real anti-Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, if they are not having a position on the ground, they are having on the media. Coupling with some of our comrades who have, who were manipulated, people in the likes of Paul, who were manipulated into joining them. Some of them, they have discovered the truth. But because that whenever they go and watch the Perima in Finland, who is his profession, he is a politician. He's a politician, sorry. He knows how to manipulate people. And he practiced Nigeria politics. And that is the same reason why he did not get one vote in Finland. Because he's practicing Nigeria way of politics. Now these people, they saw, whenever they come in, they hear that thing they always hear from Nigeria politicians. You know, I will give you water, I will give you electricity. I grew up in a rural area, I know what it means. You know, those are the type of things they hear. They succumb to it. Without looking back in the history, how many politicians came by, promised them heaven on earth, none of them, you know, fulfilled their promises. That is the same mindset those people are using to follow the Experiment in Finland. When they listen to him, he gives them hope. When they listen to him, he tells them things that doesn't exist. He tells them he will burn down Nigeria tomorrow. He tells them that he have a president of Finland, he is ready to give him army. You know, something like that, giving them bogus promises. That is the reason why these people, some of them who are genuine, they are stuck there. And that is the reason why before I started making an exposition on him, I first of all went to look for those things that captivated my mind to pay attention to him. That is the reason why I went back there to bring them out. That is the reason why I saw all this Photoshop in the quest to find out exactly the secret. Why this guy is making people, even the intellectuals, to lose focus. Then I went back, I found those pictures, I found one or two things. Now I started making phone calls to my pals in Finland, only to discover that this guy you see is not a genuine man in Finland. And his business is not my problem in Finland. My problem is our exploitation of our people in Finland. That is my problem. Because we cannot be fighting for freedom here. Someone who bring themselves to claim that they're in forefront of our freedom fighting, they are exploiting poor people, ordinary people, because they did not know in Finland. So this is another of my problem. Now, those people, you can no longer see them because some of them joined the struggle, meet autopilot, join, ignorant. They are in the comment section right now. Those people I am talking about, they are in the comment section writing rubbish. The people who their heart is not even with the struggle, they never believe in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's activities. Some of them were given position on the ground. They're writing script, giving them, telling them what to do, like Ijele. Like Ijele. Nelly is, you know, working with Ijele, but they are very, very constructive with their relationship. You saw the day. Oh, that is the reason why I always follow these people when they make a broadcast. I don't mind cutting them, because even if I start from the beginning, I will land in a vital point where I want people to understand. Now, Nelly Ofebu, when he comes out, when she comes out, she will tell you, this guy sent me a message, this guy called Ijele. She didn't know when she made that, you know, comment. Now, the last time, because we exposed her for that, she came down and said, now Ijele, I would call you this, is a stupid guy. I don't know what he called, I can't remember what exactly she called Ijele the last time. They made arrangement. I will, just like the experiment made with Asare Dokuba, I will give you some insult. Just pardon it. You know, that is exactly the way these people roll. She called Ijele, that stupid Ijele, who said, he said that Biafra is finished. It is true, Biafra is finished. How can a stupid person tell you something you agree? But you call them stupid, but they told you something you agree. So what? These are part of the things that we will look, you know, bring one or two together, come to a conclusion that these people, they mean no good. All these people that were attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that time, they are now the population of autopilot. Because those who will be able to drop page of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are more than maybe 20,000. They are more than 20,000. That when they keep reporting the page, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is online, they keep reporting the page. Those are the people now who've moved to autopilot. They will tell you we are 16,000. 16,000 Janjaweed. At least when we are making a program, we have, you know, organic people here. We have people that is connected to the struggle. We don't have novice who cannot offer. They are not international community. They are nothing. They are just gossipers who always like your gossip. They come to support you. You now start bragging. because you are a blogger. You start bragging that we have 16,000, which is the relevance you come to seek for in social media. And that is what he is getting with the money that the federal government has promised him. Because the reason why he is under pressure right now, whenever there is a good exposition you done on him, go and check his facial expression. He can no longer look into his camera, look his audience into their eyes. He will be like this, acting like this these old people that when they commit something evil, they will now start acting like something else. He will not look towards his camera. He will be looking down with his face frowning. He cannot control it. That is to show that whenever he is like that, you should know there is exposition that hits to his direction, that he believes that he is being exposed. Or maybe after this exposition, I will no longer be paid by Google. After this exposition, I will no longer be paid by YouTube. The same YouTube, he said that YouTube was attacking him. He's paying him. So when you see all these things, you should understand that all these people against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they are all autopilots today. And that is the reason why once Mazen Nnamdi Kanu comes out, they will still hold on to that autopilot. You will still believe that this guy took most of Biafrans to their side, and they will support him when he is actually, attacking Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Because the same way now, no matter how much exposition we do, you go to their platform, the same number you will find there. Because these are people who knows what they want. These are the people who exactly know that they are against this struggle. There is nothing that will convince them. They are not listening to you to convince them. They are listening to you to bring down your spirit, to stop talking, because you are exposing them.
Thank you so
exactly
much.
What is going on.
Thank you so much, Mazi George Money. You have really squashed it very, very well. Next topic we are going to ask is this. From the beginning, we had there was an evidence. They have evidence for everything, and there is serious evidence against DOS, and that also that they will end DOS at the end of the month. So I want to ask my brother Idudu, what is the evidence that they have? What do you think the evidence they have against DOS? How do they want to end DOS? If you have anything you can say, let me know, because this and then they said also they know when Biafra will come. So, and they're also ready to end DOS at the end of this month. So we have a few days to go for them to end DOS. So what do you think about that statement? And is there anybody fighting for Biafra that can wish to end a body that was instituted by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? What do you think about that? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Talk is very cheap. Trying to talk tough. He's trying to practice leadership. That's what he's doing. The Finland cockroach. He's trying to practice leadership. So if you watch very well, the day he made a broadcast, and he said that this is a era, a new dawn of a new dimension. If you go, heaven knows, I am an oath member of IPOB. If I have listened to somebody ever before our leader was around and before now, let me just say 1 or 2%. But I used to share his broadcast when our leader was still around. If I see the one I like, because I feel he was with us. But I share it so that people who have time can also listen. Okay. But now, when he made that broadcast of New Dawn, which of course I didn't spend more than 1 or 2 minutes in that program, I was just laughing. Do you know why I was laughing? He was trying to imitate our leader's voice. He was like, fellow Biafrans, our leader, the way he talked, he was trying to practice to sound like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, but he never knew that when you want to be a photocopy, you will never excel. That is what he don't know. He also went as further and began to say something like this. And what some of you don't know is that I have the same history like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the same way Nnamdi Kanu was born, the same way I was born, as if he was there when Nnamdi Kanu was giving birth to. as if he was there. You know, and the gullible people, I call them cellophanes. They are listening. He even went as far as say that even his brother don't even know the history. And the same way, so me and Nan we have many things in common. The same way he was born, the same way I was born. You know, when people don't have any other evidence, you know, to sugarcoat their propaganda, so they begin to look for anything necessary. So trying to compare himself, put himself in the shoes of how Nan kind of look like, and also try to mimic his voice. I posted about it that look at this idiot that could not even defend the man he claimed that he's his own disciple. He could not defend him when outside the Kuba attacked him. Rather, he even, you know, energized, you know, give outside the Kuba the fire to, you know, to move ahead. He's not trying to mimic Mazina Dekano, Yellow Biafra, this and all. I can't even go there. Let me not go there because I can't even do it. Let me speak like me, you know. So that is some of the things that you need to know. And when they say that they are coming to, you know, destroy IPOB within 3 months, you know, he's trying to speak tough so that people, his gullible follower, will begin to have more hope and more confidence on him. There's one thing I used to say, or I have posted severally in my posts. I said that holy, the power still remain with the DOS. That is what is more important, not noisemakers and cellophane gathering. Where the power remains. Like, look, for example, right now, you look the situation of Russia right now. They do what they are doing because they have power. They don't care about the noise you are making in the background or the other one because they have power. Okay, so the power of IPOB has been endorsed. Should I say the power with the DOS have been endorsed by Mazina Dekano and with IPOB in general. So there is nothing any Berimanyefila or a cockroach somewhere that is building muscle. They wake up every morning. A full grown-up man will be training muscle. And he said that he's a lawyer. He said that today he's a lawyer. Tomorrow he's a minister. Next tomorrow he's speaking with Kim Jong-un, the president of North Korea. The next tomorrow he's going for a campaign. I heard him also say that he want to go for election. The election that they did last year, is it 1 year term or 10 or 8 months term? So I don't know if some of all this is a placard that he used to advocate, or should I say, advertise, are just even stage managed, because it begins to look so that this Berimanyefila is not even anywhere close to any place politically. This guy, with the way he's working with the zoo, of course, it is written all over him. With Devil Umahi and the rest of the idiot that I want to give him money so that they can try all their possible bets that have already failed. Because for the past 7 months, if you cannot do anything to destabilize IPOB, you cannot do it. When are you going to do it, by the way, if I may ask? When? For good 7 good months, are you still trying? I don't know. Are you still trying? And some of you will come and be telling people that we should look for peace. Peace? Which peace are you talking about? Do you see IPOB attack anybody? We are on our own fighting for freedom, and all of a sudden, some miscreants jump out from nowhere and they say that they are autopilot, they are this and they are that. And they are trying to, antagonize and, abuse and lay all manner of accusation on IPOB, and you expect us to keep quiet. And you've forgotten that the kingdom of God suffered violence. It was only those who were sensible enough and violent enough that was able to take it. That was able to take it. They say, make haste when the sun shines. It is a word with so many meaning. Okay, do what you can to achieve what you can get at the moment. So if you see anybody coming to steal what you have, what are you going to do? Are you going to keep quiet and look because you want to make peace? If you see somebody coming to steal something for your father's house or for your father's land, you have to stand and battle them. You have to repair them, and that is what IPOB are doing. Excuse me. That is what IPOB are doing, and we owe nobody apology to that. That is what we are doing. We cannot sit down and watch any cockroach from nowhere. Somebody come from nowhere. I am an access recovery this, I am an access recovery that. You know that I called that woman the second time I called in her program. I asked her that, Nelly Ofebu, you said this is a question and answer session. Yes. I asked her a question that you cannot forget that date. On the 8th of June, a meeting was held on a Zoom meeting that Erofai was there, the governor of Kaduna State. Devil Umahi was there. Azari Dokuba was there. Wazurike was there. The Yereza was there. Caroline Wishokorafa was there. Who else again was there? Lionel Mohammed was there, and many others.
Nene also was there, which were 4 people.
And many others. So, and she did not only say that, she also said that outside the cover camera was on, and I said this one camera was off. Yeah, that means you saw the whole video. So where is the video? We want to see it. He said that they sent me. So is that the answer to the question I ask you to, in order for you to convince me? Because you have to convince me. So she always accuse people without giving evidence, and we tell people gullible fella use Elohim to just wrap it up. Elohim, due time Elohim will tell me, and I will reveal the secret. So why can't you wait for Elohim to give you the total detail before you begin to rant or talk, accuse people unnecessarily? So what in conclusion, like I said earlier, the Berima, the cockroach, and his gang, what should I say, her gang, because they are all women, and her gang, they are just trying to talk tough because they have to play their last card, and they have to play it well. I remember one time I heard the Berima Ifilan. He said that do you know that what I am doing? I read so many books of leadership. I read how to be a leader. I can't put the word the same way he put it, but he's trying to say that he's doing what he's doing perfectly because he has read so many books of leadership. So he's acting. He's acting from a script that he have read previously in his previous lives. That is what he's doing. So he's playing his last card, giving the people, the gullible follower, that don't worry, very soon now you will see that we will not become the DOS, we will not become the Mazina, the Kano, and of course some of you that are here, you will take position of a HOD. You that is there, you can take a DOS, you be a member of the DOS, and of course you will be among the leadership. You can take care of the military. So some of them, like I said, some of them, they are there because they just feel like it is an opportunity for them to just run into this new structure of the criminal. I call it fruitless structure of the criminal, so that they will just be they want to gain position and hierarchy. I'm representing so zone, I'm representing so region.
They are called power mongers,
power toggles, greedy people. And greedy is especially those some of all these idiots who are streamlining what the idiot is doing. Okay. Foolishness in collaboration with enough idiocy, coupled with greedy and hatred or envy, all these characteristics put together, it is what is buried inside some of all these idiots you are seeing talking rubbish on social media. They don't see anything Nelly Facebook does as wrong. All the whole evil and the atrocity and the lies and the propaganda that she has been propagating. They don't see any, you will see that one that is painting lipstick with bushy hair. He smiles at will. And Nelly, okay, how do we? What are you talking about? Because he wants, Facebook to be paying his money, monetize his Facebook platform. And he have to be streaming every day so that he can gain audience, so that Facebook will be paying him. So it's all about the money. I saw him the other day. He's now cooking okra soup and advertising on the same platform he said that he's using to advocate and propagate the gospel of freedom of Biafra. Although he's now an Iturian, he's now no longer fighting for Biafra. He's fighting for Idru, and he doesn't even care. He will not put it Idu Biafra, so that that Biafra will not draw some type of attention from gullible ones to come and listen to what he have to say. But for him, it's all about give me star, and at the end of the day, Facebook will pay him. That is what he is fighting for. So we will continue to tell you, so that it will not be like you were not told. That is why I am shouting at the top of my voice. Nelly Facebook, Yellow Onyojo, what's it called, Berima Finlando, and Nelly, what's it called, Madam Oyibo. They are all the same gang. They are all the same gang, and their mission is dark and black. And if we consume them, because IPOB have done no wrong to nobody, and anybody that is coming, to fight against the children of light, the heavenly Father that we serve, shall put them into shame. I rest my case. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Thank you so much, Mazi George Money. The same question goes to you as well. These people said they will end DOS, they will demolish DOS. And also, since the beginning of their saga, they have come up with one point or the other that they have evidence, but we have not seen one single evidence that they have presented. A viable evidence that will keep everybody in a shock, that will say, wow, this is true, this is what happened. No single evidence have been provided to Biafrans out of only allegation from the team A. Do you think that these people that are following them are in their right senses or in their right mind, or these people need a little bit prayers? Thank you so much.
Your mic. Unmute your mic, Mazi.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that wonderful question that you ended in a very, good approach. These people, they need more than prayers. If there are our people who are involved with them, they need more than prayers, because maybe when you talk about prayer, they might go to church and start praying, speaking in tongues. At the end of it, it will not work. So the type of prayer these people need is one-on-one prayer. Our IPOB media warriors need to give them one-on-one prayer. That is the only prayer that will work on these people. Other than that, forget them, because I am not looking at their numbers. What I know that is they are ignorant, and these people can never change. So because I know a lot of our people might be looking at their numbers, believing that this is what is going on.
Sorry, you will continue. I'm so sorry to come in with that numbers that you mentioned. These people are not more than 2,000 to 2,500. Let me tell you, most people that are watching them, who are also our own comrades, who want to know what they are doing, who want to know what they have said about our people. We control Biafran land. These people are on social media with 2,000 people, and these 2,000 people are comprising of, them. I leave it for you. You know.
So thank you very much. You are right. But the reason why I am bringing it up is that there are people who don't understand that this is not number. This is not our people. These are bloggers. There are bloggers that if you come, they speak about Biafra, they get 1 million views within 24 hours. They are bloggers. So a lot of us are looking at the number. That is the reason why when they look at when we are doing program, there is no traffic on Facebook, because there are days there is traffic on Facebook. So now they will say you have one bar. I know it will be bringing the spirit of people who don't understand the manipulative approach of autopilot. That is the reason why I'm actually bringing it up. But going straight to the question that you ask, the people who are following autopiloters, that's the question you ask, right?
Yes, the people that are following them, do you think that they need prayer? And also, being the fact that they have said that they have evidence from the beginning till today, they have not brought out any single evidence that will keep our mouth wow, like there is something that GOS have done, there is something that IPOB leadership have done, there is something that is very, very alarming, sacrilegious, so to say, that we will really say yes, that these people are very, very bad as they present them, few of them present them. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. With that wonderful question, what they use, to manipulate these people is boasting. That is the first thing they did, was to manipulate them by presenting to be what they are not. Like telling you that I know presidents in Europe, telling them I moved to Europe, telling them, bringing photoshops, then wherever he come and present, whichever lie he presents, they say, this guy no president. You are right. He can't lie. This is a cheap lie. He can't just indulge in this type of cheap lie. These are, when I was going through, process of decolonization, I engaged with people, and I try to understand what moves people, especially our Black people. What moves them? One thing that moves them is what they see. And once they see that, you come, no matter how that thing is presented, You come now and you start lying to them with regards to that thing they see. As long as you present the one they see, the part that they see first, you can lie to them, going back. They will not go and check because they have seen maybe a sign of what you are talking about. They don't go back, to do their investigation. They just want to believe what they believe. Number two, coming to tell them that he's going to destroy BOS. Of course, he's been trying to, impose economic sanction on Nigeria or in Biafra land. That is part of the things, how he made mouth. I will impose economic sanction. I will do this, I will do that. I will make sure that Nigeria stop receiving any taxation from Biafra land. These things that he says, he keeps saying them, knowing that all these Efulefu who follow them, they support him because they are zoo agents. The real people whom they bought over, who are their leg is this side, their leg is the other side, they are not fully in the struggle. That they now win over to their side, will now be waiting. Every time he will come and talk, they will
Judge Money, your line is breaking, okay? Your line is breaking. Check your line. No? Hello? Your line is breaking. Judge Money, your line is breaking. Okay. Your line is breaking. Mr. Idudu, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, my brother. I think his line have some breaking transmission.
The admin, put him out and bring him back, please. The admin. Mr. Idudu, proceed from there where he stopped.
I don't know if the breaking transmission from his edge we permit me to speak where. Okay.
Don't worry. Admin will bring him back again. Admin will bring him back so that he comes in fresh. Okay. Yeah. So maybe I might use this time now to say a few things about this. Okay.
Okay.
You remember, Biafrans, you remember that there was a time they said that they have banking evidence of people who reported our bank in US, that they have evidence, a written evidence from the bank, and since today we have not seen it. Remember that they said that Nenanya gave a fake receipt, and to today none of that happened. Remember that they said they have videos of the Zoom call. Till today we don't have. Remember that they said a few hours after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was adopted, they have an informant from Kenya who gave them an information that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was adopted, and till today we don't know that person that gave them information in Kenya. Who is that person? And they have not brought that person on their program or anywhere to show. And they said, we are going to give the evidence when time comes. Till today we have not seen anything. And again, remember that these people have been contributing money and nobody's seen it. Remember that the account that was contributed, the money was contributed there originally, previous to the time before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinary rendition. Nobody gave account of that money. Oyibo never gave account of that money. Nelly came to Mazi, sorry, I don't call him Mazi, came to EPA's program and said that and made a statement which he said Chukwuka Abiyama did this, and she started crying, forming crocodile tears. And Mr. Ekpa on that program pretended as if he don't know Nelly. If you people looked very carefully when we were discussing, there was a point that someone asked him, are you you are a principal officer in IPOB. How did he know that she was a principal officer then, not now? How did he know? So I don't understand why these contrary issues that are manipulative issues that have not been really presented to the Biafrans, that to justify that, yes, that what they are accusing these individuals, these innocent people, that these things are true. Till today, we have not seen anything related to that, to those allegations. No evidence, nothing till today. So I want to say categorically and unequivocally that this was a written script. This thing we are seeing today is a written script. There is what we call double agent. Double agent. Double agent will come. They have agreed on everything. He will attack Nigerian government, for example. He will also attack people internally. But at first, he will present himself that he is really against everything against Nigerian government. So to win the base. So this is a very constructed plan, orchestrated plan, and very, very well planned to divide us, because they know that the only way they usually do it is coming into your midst, using your own people to divide you. Now also they will inculcate the infiltrated ones which are being paid by Nigerian government, and also bring their own strategy of every means possible. You see, when he usually talk, he is sending message to Nigerian government strategically. You think that he's saying this, he's saying another thing. So if you have not noticed this fact, if you think that you are supporting him because you failed, you are supporting him because previously he was very, very interested in doing programs like Nigerian Exposition, this one, 1967, 1970, all those kind of expositions, those things that he was talking that time. These are the preambles of what he has come to do. Then this first, we call it plan A, plan B, and plan C. The double agent uses three strategies. First, they come to do like they are with you together. They will speak against the oppressor. They will do everything, every necessary things to make sure that they win the base, some certain amount of base. That is why they're always in the speech. Like, in freedom fighting, you cannot tell you that the day Biafra will come. So that is just a very manipulative strategy to win some certain base. Mr. George Money will still continue, but let me just digress a little bit on this particular point that I am, so that you can move forward with what you were saying. So what I'm saying here is this: the first strategy is to come in and to gain trust within, and the second strategy is what? To accuse indirectly or tactically the main structure of the body, and also have division, gain people from the background to be against the structure, and after then they will go straight to the main leader. We are in the second phase of this strategy. The first strategy was to come in. The second strategy is to attack the structure, the leadership, and the third strategy is attacking the leadership. They have even started it gradually by attacking the family of our leader. If you remember, the last 2 weeks, he said that Nelly Ofebu has been vindicated. That Nelly Ofebu said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's family members are evil. That he himself have seen this same thing when Prince Kanu was in the court. He was stopping the judges. It was when Prince Kanu was only asking the judge, the Ozekome and the Ifanyo Ejiofor, that a lawyer Jimako is outside. That some of our lawyers are outside. That was what he was telling them, for them to bring. Ozekame said, yes, when the prosecutor come, we will tell the prosecutor. You understand what I mean here? So, what I'm saying in essence is, gradually they are attacking the family of our leader. And it cannot be accepted. We have to keep a close eye on these people, checkmating them. Today, many people will say, is it the same issue that we came out to talk? No, it's worth talking. It's worth reminding our people. It's worth reviving the senses and the consciousness of our people over the division that have come to divide us, over the distraction that have come to bring in this struggle, over the indiscipline that have brought to establishing discipline, even to attack our financial resources, the resource of IPOB, the income of IPOB, the financial base. Which place haven't they duplicated? Is there any other place that have not duplicated? They have even changed their name and even telling you that their name is Prima Ekpa Njoku. Oh, I have it. Njoku, village. They are very short in the village. If you see them, they will every information that is the whole village, they will carry it. This is another version of Njoko in this struggle. So, my brother, Mr. George, Mr. George, then Njoko na careful. Okay, Mazi George, let's proceed from where we stopped. Yes, you have the floor now to proceed from where you stopped. Why do you think that these people said that they will destroy the struggle? They have not presented any evidence, and they continue to say that the leadership did that, and there have not been any evidence. Thank you so much. Mr. George, remove your this thing, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Unmute yourself, Mazi George.
Unmute yourself, Mazi George. Mazi George is having network problem, serious network problem. Hello, Mazi George. He's even he's not okay. So, Mr. Idudu, let me go to another question to you, Mr. Idudu, because you have
you can go to another question for me. Let me talk about this one a little bit, then you can bring your next question. Okay. You just put your question on the hook.
Okay, no problem.
You know, like I said, the Remain Finland, you know, he's playing his last card, you know, trying everything possible if he can still resolve. Remember, he don't have nothing to lose. So he's, you know, he can destabilize, he can cause anything he want to cause. You know, he's just trying anything, just to, if he work, if he doesn't work, just like the vulture. Even if the wife could give birth to a dead vulture, he will see it as a food. Okay, if the child not come out alive, they still have a child. So it's like a double-edged sword. You know, he come here. You know, he feel like he's in Finland, and you know, he's just trying. He's playing his last card. So this guy is just a comfortable, happy, you know, guy in Finland who is just trying to play prank and tricks happily on his own comfort zone. So he having to lose. It's not even tension here or tension there. So he's just trying to see if he will win the lose battle that he have already lost. Because it's a lost battle that is fighting. Now I want to talk about, you know, when they don't have any strategy or any other information to you know, to counter or to try to convince anybody they feel that they can convince in this honorable family of IPOB, they begin to look for any distraction. For example, I was so surprised that the cockroach in Finland was like, oh, they should control that boy. They should control that boy. Prince Kano Meme, they should control him. He's disturbing and distracting the lawyer to discuss with our leader. So you know, say, even if there is something that the lawyer need to say during the court hearing, it is something that have already been done on Thursday and on Monday. What they are doing in the court is just like family get together, hello, you know, just little whisper and all that. The main issue have been concluded on Thursday and Monday, if there is any. But he's looking for gullible people to instigate that. Can you see Prince Kano Meme is disturbing our leader? Next time they will not allow him to come to the court place. I want another idiot that is, you know, claiming that God opened his eye. This one, Jehovah showed to him. There's one guy with a very big afro. With, he has bigger than my own, like a student fridge. Some of you will know him. When he first started, posting some of, I saw in the dream, I saw this, I saw that, all these pastors, they don't come again. No. He lives here in Germany. It's coming gradually. It's coming gradually. And you know that you have to give the time, man. You will see the film. You will not see them. He not come. He was saying that a lot have showed to him. You see that place that Prince Kano Meme put the microphone, put the phone on his ear. And the other judge, the judge, the zoo judge, they don't want to have beers like an iron sponge. You know? A big hairbrush, I don't know. There was a picture that both of them have phones on their ear as if they are communicating to whoever they were communicating with. He was trying to use that one as a point to say that Prince Kano Meme is having conversation and a backyard deal with the judge, as if the judge owes water. The judge have no power even in this case. The judge is being used by Nigerian government. So if Prince Kano Meme have something even like as he's claiming to say, he will be with even Prince Kano Meme with Nigerian government, not even with the hired judge. He's being paid by Nigerian government to come and sit on the case. That's all. And even if Prince Kano Meme have something to do with the judge, they will do it outside the court, even 2-3 days before they come. And when they come, they do it. So when you're trying to convince foolish people, because that conviction is not meant for people like me. Okay, if you're just like, for example, now I'm doing sabotaging work with you, and I come to IPOB meeting, it is there that I'm not communicating with you. If we didn't talk about it yesterday where we have not come to meeting. Doesn't make any sense, because that is what I saw. Because people are buying the idea, you can see, and they are putting phone on their ear, they are talking, even in the whole courtroom where his brother is and our legal team are. They did not say it yesterday, day before yesterday, last week, what they want to do. It is in the court. That is what is called, now your fault be that. If you allow yourself to be too used, even in this little thing that doesn't even hold water, that have no meaning. So my brother, let me leave it there and come to your question. Let me just rush it because I've used all that time to talk about this issue.
No problem, Mazi Dudu. Yes, I want to remind admin that Mr. George Money is still missing in the program, but let us proceed. We are moving forward because we are unstoppable. We are unstoppable, Mazi Idudu Ovemunu. So now the next question is this. We have seen people who have come to their senses, who have made mistakes and have realized themselves. And they are also sometimes, when some certain things happen, you see them saying, we need action, action, action. They are sounding as if that there is a specific action that they need out of the leadership guideline. The action, we have to do something, And we have seen the incident of what happened in Ukraine. So the action that they are calling for, which are different kind of action, what do you think that this action they are calling about, is it to force our leadership to work in their guideline to make mistake, or this action they are calling for is a premature action? What message do you have for them? Most of them that have been revived, most of them that are not also revived, most of them that are out there who have this intention of action. We need action, something need to be done now, action. So what message do you have for those people that are saying we need action? And also you can make reference with what's happening in Ukraine. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. Mazi. First of all, I want to say that if you are listening, the biggest, as we are talking right now, the greatest, or should I say, one of the biggest support you can give to IPOB, if you love what we are doing, if you love and you are... Mute your mic.
So what message do you have for those people that are saying we need action? And also you can make reference with what's happening in Ukraine. Thank you so much. Mute your mic. So what...
You forgot to unmute to mute yourself. Sorry. Yeah. So like as I was saying, sorry for the break in transmission, my people. So like as I was saying, first of all, one of the most supportive, and should I say, effort you can ever give to IPOB as we are talking right now, it is to support financially before you begin to rant. support financially. Action, you have not contributed a kobo. Action, you have not contributed a kobo. And I can tell you categorically clear that some of all these cellophane that are following this Iberima in Finland, those are those sympathizers. They are Biafrans, but they are sympathizers. When I mean sympathizer, they are just those Biafra that make loudest noise. They have not been to meeting before. They are not in meeting and they are not contributing. Highest they can do is to use a Biafra flag to make in their profile picture. So that's why I say that they are selfish, because the people who are following, the few people who are following, they are just like all those fruitless individuals that cannot, even when the tough time comes, that they say hey, they cannot say hey back. You will see them missing on action. Those are the people. So when the guy when he will fall like in fact he will fall like a poster that was beaten overnight by rain in Africa. So now I go back to the people who are saying and action. First of all, some of them are gullible. Some of them are gullible. And by now, if your gullibility is not yet expired, my brother, I don't know if you need a deliverance. You should know that by now that the leadership of the DOS, as we are speaking right now, is eating the zoo called Nigeria slow and steady, like a slow poison. Like a slow poison. This quest of restoration of Biafra, this movement to restore Biafra, it is not gru. It is something that wisdom need to be added. The zoo government are more sophisticated than us when it comes to finance. It is not a thing of it's not a hidden thing. So when you are dealing with this kind of deadly monster, you deal with them in a diplomatic way. You deal with them in a diplomatic way. Let me tell you something. I learned something, and I'm not going to call the person I learned it from because he's an enemy. He said that everybody is talking, and he said it in a negative way. But I pick it and I use it in a positive way. Everybody is not even meant to talk. Before you begin to talk things that are bigger than you, know your jurisdiction, know your boundary. Know your boundary, because before everybody talk to leader, and I want to also speak too. I want to talk this one too. I want to talk that one too. So allow the people who are in the DOS to do their job in the best way they can. And some people are trying to, last week now, right? When the DOS were having a program, I called into their program. When I call in, one of the major points that I wanted to make was in the terms of our dear brother, Dr. Cho Ayaba. When he talked, when he posts something in order to encourage Biafran, in order to support us, some people are like, oh, you see the way he now wrote, that is the way the US is supposed to write. That is the way it's supposed to write. That is the way it's supposed to write. But you forget that Donald Trump cannot be Putin, and Putin cannot be Donald Trump. Everybody have the way that the creator of heaven and earth have created them, and the way they act are different. And the way they react to situation, the way they move to settle or to neutralize the enemies are different. And it is a very big slap on our enemy who are speaking right now. It is in fact, they don't know how to, they wish that the leadership are not in good terms even with our dear brother from Amazon. But thank God, you see the tweet our brother tweeted today, Dr. Cho Ayaba, that he just had a meeting with the DOS and they have an agreement, and they have a very genuine agreement on how to move forward. It is left for the leadership of the DOS of Biafra and the one of the Amazonia to do what they know how to do best. And you as an IPOB, what you need to do is to make sure that anybody that is coming to attack this structure, you attack them. You have to fight for your freedom. You attack them. And you know your boundary. Leave the work of the DOS for the DOS and do your work as an IPOB. Because the enemy, the muscle builder in Finland is just coming to try any type of shot he can shoot, to do whatever he can do, but he come at the wrong time. Not in this era of Mazina Decano and IPOB. Not at all. So when you are talking action, if they give you, they say, oh, come on. I remember when I remember when Mazi Shina someone posted something that those of you are crying for action, come, let us give you an assignment. I hope you replied him and you went and took the mantle. Because yes, of course, I'm just asking them because Shina Sanwo have written that those of you who are saying action, indicate yourself, inbox me and let us just give you a simple assignment. So if you see somebody talking action, tell him to go and meet Mazi Shina Sanwo so that he can give him some jobs so that he can do. So if he think it's just all about shouting and talking action. The leadership of IPOB is a very mighty one. It is not easy. The leadership just fell into their bosom unexpectedly. Okay, so it is not easy. If they even give you the position of Mazi Chika Edozie right now, come on, my brother, you go there. You see, as you will be doing like this in the seat. You will not know where to start from because it is a hot seat. It is not easy. So what you need to do is to encourage him, not to distract him with unnecessary, pressure and crying and nagging. Not at all. Not at all. Anybody that is accusing the structure, anybody that is accusing them, they are not holier. They are the demons. As far as I'm concerned, the DOS are doing their best, and in due time they shall perfect, and we shall move and shall get to our Canaan land. That is all I have to tell those who are still confused, or those who are saying action, as if it's everything that they will show you or everything that they will tell you. Do you know how many actions that have been taking place that you don't even see? Do you know how many actions that have been taking place that you don't even see? Do you think that the Zoo army, they are finding it funny? They are not finding it funny. So our brother is back. Let me give him rest my case for now as we proceed. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you.
Mazi, we jumped to another issue before because we waited for you. So the next question we are asking is this, okay? There are some people, one on other side, who were deceived and they got themselves back. They say, but the issue that made them to be distracted is that they fall in the ideology that more things need to be done. That action should be done. Action. So there are different kind of actions, okay? And the leadership is doing at the pace of a strategic method, which is greatly working for the leadership. And some people think that more things should be done. Action. What do you have to say to those people? Which message do you have to those people? And you can also use it as a reference with what is happening in Ukraine. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Sorry, guys, for that network issue. I'm at home, so the home network is always a flop. So now I have to switch on to my mobile data. The problem that the reason why you hear people saying action today, I can assure you that the reason why they are saying action is because they want to make DOS to lose focus. That is number one. Number two, they want, because they know that every action taken by this organization lands on the head of the leader of the organization. So this is, we are engaging into a more psychological, battle. This is more psychological than what we see on a social media. It is not about what they are saying. They just want to implicate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because they could see that the case they are fighting is bigger than them. And the thing there is that they believe that DOS are the people who move with emotion. They believe that DOS are the people who, just because they don't show their faces, they are scared of one. Them, using the agents among them to promote their psychological game. That is the reason why they will come to your comment section. DOS have not done anything. Action need to be taken. Our people are dying. They will be making that reference to see if DOS will come every day and start broadcasting. That is number one thing. Start broadcasting, telling you that we have achieved, going to Kaduna, stopping the military that they are sending into Biafra land. This is exactly what they want DOS to start coming to talk about. Whether it is true or not, they want it. You know, that is to show you the level of, you know, stupidity of the people we are dealing with. It is not coming to talk about the things that doesn't exist and will never exist, because that is what they might always do. He knows that this is when I am doing this action with my mouth, online action, and the errats that they have will now be doing it on comment section of people. Now, when an intellectual people, because most of the people, if they don't have time to listen to your broadcast, they go through the comments. That is the reason why they have errats. Every platform where you see the gospel is going on, they are there commenting rubbish, trying to, you know, change the topic, the narrative of what you are doing, changing it in the comment section. That is the reason why most of the time when I am doing a broadcast, I engage on the comment section so that I will know what is going on there, because people listen to broadcast through comment section. And they know it very well. That is the reason why they always come to attack in comment section. Now, they believe that when they say we are going to destroy DOS, just like the question you asked me previously, that, you know, the DOS will come now and tell you that we are bringing sit at home across Nigeria. You know, they want DOS to make one mistake that they will use. Remember, the investigation is ongoing on social media. One mistake, they want them to make one mistake to implicate Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, for them to write another count charges. That is exactly what they are doing. And because DOS are more rational than emotional, they are carrying on. And we are behind them. We are going to be behind them. That thing that these people are doing against them, we are here to counter it for them. How can a reasonable human being come to tell you, I am part of this struggle, but the structure and the people whom Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the leader that we saw before we came, told us to now follow? One, you know, a fulefu will come from somewhere, telling you now, these people are all criminal, including the family of our leader. That is the greatest mistake they have made. That is the reason why anybody with their normal sense will now understand and come back. You know, that is where Chukwu Okike placed that thing for them to do that. Because if they did not involve our leaders' siblings, I don't think I was going to come back. I might not come back. But because they involved our leader's sibling, that is the reason why I've been thinking about it. That prompted me to start making inquiries to know, is it really how Igbo people have become? Does it mean that this few years that I am not around the Igbo people, does it mean that they have become vampires all over the place to the extent of selling their brother? You know, that's what prompted me. I made my inquiries, I found out. And what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu actually, he does not want us to give these people relevance. But I know that there are things that we cannot, you know, you can't endure it. We must protect our structure.
You cannot ignore it also. And you cannot ignore it also. He said we should protect the structure with jealousy.
Yes. So that is exactly the reason why, you know, I understand all the messages coming from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, but the one of ignore, don't give these people relevance by talking about them. You know, it is painful that when they are what they are doing, Barrister Joffa is not on social media now to know what is going on. He is going every day by day looking for our people to help in court cases, because they are unlawfully arresting our people every day. Every day by day, they are unlawfully arresting our comrades. So all this, our legal team, they don't even have time for themselves. Talk more of having time to know what is going on in social media. And knowing that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not getting all the information of exactly what is going on social media. Now, that is the reason why when I heard that we should not give these people attention, I said, no, I have to give these people attention, because I know how busy our legal team are. They are very busy. And because they know that our legal team are competent in this job, they are telling you DOS must step down, because they know DOS stepping down, legal team is stepping down. Everything that DOS controls steps down. And they cannot win in this fight. They are bringing psychology, bringing a poll in YouTube voting poll. They bring it on YouTube, telling people vote yes or no. Is it not people, bloggers, people who have time? That is the reason why they call people, write a script and give them gossiping just for our DOS to make a mistake. But it is not possible. They are rooted in a very solid rock foundation. I will leave it here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I will add and I will make reference with Ukraine. Yes, you remember when the negotiations was going on, the deliberation, there was a treaty that was signed, and that mandated Ukraine not to be a member of NATO, and all of a sudden Europeans was pushing Ukraine. You must do something against Russia. You must do something. Russia must not do it. You must do like this. And all of a sudden, the fight started. I'm not on any side. I'm a freedom fighter. I'm fighting for Biafra. I'm against killing innocent people. Nobody should kill innocent people. Nobody should invade anybody's territorial integrity, but not going to go deep on the controversies. But what I'm saying is action, action, action. That is the same action that Joe Biden, the weakest president ever had in the history of America. And his policy also is very weak. The same person in Afghanistan couldn't manage Afghanistan. They pulled out of US from Afghanistan properly. The Taliban took over 80 billion worth of arms from US. And as well as you see the policy he made in Ukraine negotiation, diplomatic disaster, he couldn't. So the force of being controlled, when you need to set the pace for them to follow, you allow them to set the pace for you. And when they set the pace for you, when they set the pace for you, you will never come out of it. That is why when they say take action, take action, take action, the same way they were telling Ukraine, you have to defend your sovereignty. We are behind you. We are NATO members will not allow you to be. Well, US is moving 7,000 military in Germany. We are moving into Poland. We are here. We are this. At the end of the day, look at now. The man stand alone. The man said, "I'm alone." Out of these 21 countries of European countries, ask them, are they going to accept us in NATO? So that if we are fighting this, we know the reason why we are fighting. None of them gave him a response. They kept silent. So it is the same thing that I'm giving premature war or into premature action or take action that will backfire against the leadership. Now you will see the same people will come out to tell you you did not do it well. You are not wise, you are not intelligent, you are irresponsible. Look at you, you are criminals. The money they gave you to take that action, you have eaten it and brought us at the middle of the game and left us in the middle of the struggle. You see, you have endangered our mothers, you have endangered our children, you have endangered our land now. So now you can not even do any other thing that is reasonable. Now we are not going to follow you again. We're not going to listen to you again. This is the same tactics. Go and watch everybody, every movement that doesn't work according to the strategic position of the situation surrounding that issue, the problems surrounding that issue, the kind of people they are dealing with, the kind of countries that are involved, the interest, the bilateral treaties with those countries and the countries that are involved. If you don't use wisdom with countries like Britain that are very subtle, the Bible said that they are very subtle. You make mistake, that name IPOB is even gone. The next thing you will see, that name IPOB is even gone. And the next thing you will see, the struggle, nobody would like to align in the back of any other name that will be out. Which other name can be like IPOB? If you destroy IPOB now, what do you have? Tell me what you have. This is a common question to those people that are calling for action. Without strategy, if you ask them, what is the action that I want you or you to take? Or what is the action you wish to take? What is the advice you wish to give to our people? They will open their mouth. They will tell you that they cannot be killing us. I will keep silent. We need to do self-defense. Self-defense, is it everything that the leadership have done or is doing that they will come to social media to tell you? Self-defense, is it only don't we have what you call the grassroots structured self-defense? Even in our remote places, are they not doing a very wonderful job in a very systematic way? Why is it? I don't want to go to that one, because if I go to that one, they will say that I'm giving US and Nigerian government tip. So even look at the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let me also say this: if the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wasn't right from the beginning, why is it that the whole count of charges they brought was 2015, the same count of charge? Where is the location of the crime committed? Nowhere. Which time was the crime committed? Nowhere. Who are the evidence supporting the crime you say committed? Nowhere. Where is which country, territory that this crime was committed? Nowhere. You say in the foreign land, do you have any judicial right to judge somebody in the foreign land that said something? Freedom of expression. Under that land, they have what you call total freedom of expression. In the area, in the country that he even speak, it's not an offense. It's not a crime. There is no case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The case is weak. If it is Ozekome. So what we are saying here is this: they want to push us, as our brother said, to make mistake. As our brother said, they want to push us to make mistake. They want to push us to go into unprepared war. And you are going to unprepared war. There are criteria that are needed for you before you go to war. Before, we had what we call media blockage. Okay, we are cleaning up the media, doing awareness. This awareness is going far and wide all over the world, to the point of the mainstream. Was Twitter the time the war was in 1967? No. We talk about food supply. Let me say the basic things at least. What is the strategy that you can say that you have brought? You are investing money, action. You have brought money. You are invested in agriculture. You are producing food, producing cassava, drying yams, drying cassava, drying beans, drying all those preservable food that can stay 5 years, 6 years. You understand what I mean? Don't you know that we need all those food before you even talk about shooting one act, making one action? That you need those stocks, you need safe havens, you need strategic positions, you need to have air defense system, at least basic air defense system, at least GPR. Let me just say it. Let me, because I'm not going to hide my mouth. Let me just say a little bit things here now, because these are important things. At least you can launch from a distance of 100 meters without endangering yourself. You can take out enemy from a far distance. You can dictate which kind of helicopter is coming into your territory. You can mount radar systems and sonar systems, which are being in the sonar systems in the waters within our regions in the water, and the radar systems within our own space, airspace. All those things. Before they say that I'm planning how to take over Nigeria. So what I'm saying here is this: there are things that need to be in place before somebody is saying that you're going to war. You need to have allies. You need to have people who are very, very, very strong in the background, financially stable, that can finance it, even if it is 10 years. Because if any kind of war comes out with Biafra, we're not going to surrender. We are going to face that issue till, even if it's 10 years. You understand what I mean? So what are the things you think you can do yourself that you're not doing, that you think that we should do? Say them. You're not saying anything. They say action, phrases just to come out to speak. You understand what I mean? The country signed treaty. They say, okay, we are into bilateral relationship. You will take oil from my land for 10 years, for 15 years, for 50 years. You will take natural gas, which we have as well, which have not been even touched. You will take natural gas for a period of 30 years, even with the tax paying of taxes, with so price. All those things will be signed, kept in place, so that when there is a war, those countries will supply you arms without fear. You have a treaty with them. You understand what I mean here? So no country will come out publicly to come and tell you that they are going to invade a country or going to support a country to be taken down. You understand? So let me go forward to another question. So what I'm going to ask here now is this: my brother, Radio Biafra have become the nightmare of Nigerian government, and they came up with another radio saying that their radio is meant to give the right message to the grassroots, to the people back home. If somebody said that I'm a disciple of a leader, what is the need for you to open up another radio in a different form and with different name, in form to do what? To pass a message to our people? Do you think that those people are still loyal to Mazi, or they're not loyal? I'm just saying, asking a question. So what is the need of opening up another radio when you say you are a disciple of Mazi and you are a supporter of his leadership, although you say you're not a supporter of his established leadership? What do you think about such action? Is that not a betrayal, or it is a line in what we are doing? Thank you so much. Mazi Idudu Ovemun.
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother. Mazi Zadibe. Talking about Simon, the cockroach in the Finland, who self-acclaimed to be the disciple.
We should give these people attention.
Mute your
I have to give these people attention because I know how busy our Lego team are. They are very busy.
Mazi, mute yourself. Yeah, thank you. So thank you, because your mic was still on. So talking about the person who self-acclaimed to be a disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is where you have to start from. Names, titles. We have been here in IPOB for the previous years. We have not acclaimed to be this or to be that. We are just IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra. He came through the window. I am a disciple. Now he's trying to differentiate himself, in a little more higher, like a special person, like a disciple that is very close to him. I'm very close to him. I'm a disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So when people are just IPOB, we are the parliament, and we are the decision maker. We rub mind. He's trying to tell you that he rubbed minds with Nnamdi Kanu 1-1. So for you to look him in some type of profile that will profile him a little bit higher. Now to start, he's trying to build his foundation, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have never made him a disciple. Has never made him a disciple. Now you ask a question that why will such a person now saying that you are a disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and now you don't want to be under the platform, the broadcasting service platform that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have put in place, which is Radio Biafra. You went and opened your own, Janjaweed radio, sponsored by the Devil Mania and the rest of the idiots that gave him money to do whatever they do, with short period of time. That is what I'm trying to say. He have already, gone past the level of being a disciple. In his mind, some of us are still seeing him as the person who claimed to be a disciple, but in his mind, he have gone past that level. Now he is a disciple who wants to be a leader. a disciple who want to be a leader now, he's not seeing himself in a very high esteem of level that we prompt him to begin to make speeches, to make a give declaration and give order, which have never holds water. Now let me tell you something that give this guy morale. During the first council of sit at home, he came the next day after the first sit at home. The second one that was cancelled, that was when he mentioned the first time autopilot, right? And he was talking, he always talk and smile. I was wondering, anybody that is in this pain that we are, that is talking and smiling, you can burst into laugh once in a while, but not talking the whole time, laughing. And now, and he said that you will see, Biafra, you will see autopilot, you will see that although the sit at home have been cancelled, people will still sit at home. So when people now sat at home the next Monday, if I'm not mistaken, or Friday, I don't know. I think that was Monday. So he thought that because he said autopilot, so the people have now listened to him. So he felt that the people have listened to me. They have listened to me. I said that the people will not still sit at, they will still sit at home, although that the sit at home have been cancelled, and they really sat at home. Or more, my power, although they big go. So he burst his brain, and that is the menace that he is in as we are speaking right now. That's the thing that twinkle his brain like, oh, he felt that because he said nobody even hear that thing when he even talks. It was, let me say, like 5% of Biafra that heard that, but the people really wanted to sit at home. That is the thing. So he thought so the thing is tussling his brain and it's making him to go gaga. The guy needs somebody, he need a therapist that we calm him down. And no, my brother, not be so. This is when you see like this, so not be so. So to answer your question, he was a disciple, or he is a self-acclaimed disciple who came with a different motion. All those things, all those little praise and the canon, mission and the canon, it's just to gain ground. Like we have already said previously in this particular program, he came to gain ground to win people's conscience, to win people, to buy people's sympathy. That's the conscience, to sympathize. Like, oh, this guy is trying, we can give him a chance. So he thought he have done that already. That is why you see him, he's jumping and parading, jumping up and down, talking rubbish. And let me tell you something. Sam Ekpa doesn't care when our leader comes out. So that is for those of us who does not know. He does not care. It's just like the vulture, like our leader told us that they eat the dead carcass. Even when the wife is pregnant and they ask me that what is going to be the outcome of the pregnancy. He said, if the pikin come, if he die, that thing with the chop, we go chop him. If the pikin die alive, they don't still get pikin. So both sides in there. So my brother, that is just this in Finland. If for him like, now they can't bomb me. And if he come, if he invest or they talk, if he make invest now, take consign me. That is just his mindset. That is just his mindset. So he's trying on me, either he win or he lost. And of course, he's already a loser because even the people who are even with him, as we are talking right now, all those nobody celebrated for they have not. You go and check their history when they are in that table. They have not contributed even €10 constantly. They have not contributed nothing constantly. All these 5 naira Shingon freedom fighters, and those who need stars to keep their platform booming. Those are the people, cellophane running around this cockroach in Finland. And the truth is that some of us have not studied this man. This man loves power so much. He loves it in different angle. He loves it with different angle. That is why he came through the window into the structure, trying to show us fancy things, as if we want to show fancy things, we don't know how to show fancy things. You think that by wearing suit that we cannot afford suit? How much are they selling suits? He even accused every IPOB broadcaster that they are calling us miscreant because we are dressing like miscreant. Because some of us choose to wear polo, some of us choose to talk like in the Bible, when David was dancing, when he was so dancing, he was so joyous over the Lord, he danced like a madman. Some of us will talk the way we know how to do fune and all that, but when it comes to this, we talk the way we talk. We don't even mind how we sound. Because we are talking it the way it is. We are not here to slay or to, to do model and all those, talk like, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom. My name is Kenneth George. I'm here. All those all those rubbish. So he came with suit and trying to like, let me, we put on like this. Let me look at my laptop. So he's trying to tell us that they have a laptop. Trying to tell us things he owns. So to just, feel, buy some, like, oh, this guy, they lead big go. So in this freedom fight that we are fighting, look at our leader. Our leader will give you a total example. Do you think our leader cannot be? Our leader even started wearing suit, Our leader started wearing suit when he started traveling to Canada, Australia, America, going to Germany. He even started with, from England to Germany before he go other places. And it was even people who gifted him this suit. And like, leader, wear this now, wear now. They even forced him. Because this is not a fashion parade. The fashion parade in Finland want to even bring fashion into this struggle. And let me tell you, he also infected this our dear brother, Mayogu. I thought he affected him. Not in a very bad way. Mayogu, I've been studying, he always used to do a program very nice. Even tonight, he does the program very nice. But the aspect of, I am with my son, we just traveled there with my wife. Mayogu used to do it too. It was from this Amoy Berima that he learned it. Sometimes all this negative behavior, it affects you. Don't say that it doesn't affect you, that it can affect you. It begins to show. He snap with car, they post. He snap with motor, they post. This guy was just doing his broadcast. This Berima came with all these fashion things. And this is the first time we are here in the middle of Finland. We are drinking beer. This is the first time after the pandemic we are drinking beer. You can see cheers. All this type of rubbish. So my brother, let me leave it there. Let me not, delve too much on this issue. So it is just the answer to the question is that he is a disciple that have always wanted to be a leader. That is the Berima in Finland. Now he thought that this is the best time so far to take over the leadership. And sometimes when I sit on my own, I used to reminisce as if somebody told me or as if I see in the spirit. But what I used to reminisce is that, sometimes during the first time when he talked about autopilot, he came back and said that I'm not a member of the US, I'm not in the leadership, I will just be doing my program. But he come back in the next 2-3 days and begin to even do more than himself. Somebody tell me that Nelly Oyonjo is telling him that if I'm ever, don't step down. It is a destiny calling. You are destined to do this. It is not by a mistake. Disney have destined to be. So don't step down. So you will feel encouraged to do more. So that's some people are just trying to fuel him, and he's so stupid enough if he's being fueled to be fueled. Thank you very much. Unmute your mic, Maz.
Thank you so much, Maz. George Money. I hope you are there. Because this question as well goes to you. You can proceed from there. Unmute your.
Please bring me back to that question again. Your mic.
Okay, Mass George Money. There's always this saying that says that they want radio. They created Radio Biafra. You understand what I mean? And they want this Radio Biafra. Sorry, we have Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra have been doing good. There is no other Radio Biafra, another Radio Biafra we know than our own IPOB Radio Biafra. And this Radio Biafra have been doing very good from the grassroots, and everything is working fine. And all of a sudden, somebody came up with another radio. It is, although it's not the first time we are seeing such kind of a thing, but somebody that said that he's a disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, do you see any need for that person to bring up another radio in duplication of Radio Biafra, or there is an ulterior motive, or what is it that Radio Biafra is not saying that he need to say in his in that radio that he opened? And I have also a very, very tough question again. Proceed with that first.
Okay, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Fellow Biafrans, there is something I want to start with. Number one, when you listen to the name of that radio that they have created, you will understand that this is a rebellious radio. The name alone tells you it is a rebellious radio. The reason why I call it a rebellious radio is that we are in a struggle. We are not in a democracy. And he come and he created a radio, call it Voice of Biafra. It means that the one that we have, which is Radio Biafra, you know, the voice of the people we are fighting for freedom are not heard. That is what he is actually psychologically implementing. We are fighting, we are in a struggle. If we were in democracy, you know, that is exactly, maybe we might be needing that voice of Biafrans. Because what he wants to prove now is that command and control, because that is the thing that makes him shiver the most. Command and control. And the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the wisest man in Igbo land, if I must tell you, because that command and control is the only thing that is able to cripple any infiltrator. They will never, you know, they will never succeed because there is command and control. The code bends for no one. And that is the reason why they will never succeed. If they are opening a radio that will help the struggle led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they might call it Biafra Radio Extension, not Voice of Biafra. We are giving Biafrans voice. It is not like they had voice before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We have given them a voice in different ways. Where will someone who claim that they are working under command and control, or they are against command and control, which is placed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the one you call yourself his disciple, now you go ahead, now trying to tell us that Biafra need a voice in this struggle. What type of voice does Biafra need in this struggle? Other than telling the whole world what is happening to us, which is being done through Radio Biafra. That is number one. Another thing I want to, you know, our people to understand, you know, why are they having a vote in a struggle? Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have a vote when he was choosing the DOS? That is the part of what they say, changing the narrative of yesterday. They are now, they want to implement things that is never in the struggle when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was there. There was no vote. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did a due diligence on the people he want to work with. And he now understands this person, Chike Doziem, I can work with. He's a good man. China Samoro, I can work with. He's a lion. I need him. You know, he implemented people. That is the reason why you find many IPOB, you know, defending DOS today, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made a right decision from the inception of, you know, picking up those people in the search of 100 men. He told you he didn't pick up to 15, but he already have maybe 14. And those part of those 14s are the people who are making decisions today. Because that is a direct answer to what we are looking for. Now, that 14, where was Ekperima? When he was 50 men and 1 man. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu only having less than 15. So in this situation now, because command and control is intimidating him, that is the reason why, number one, he is bringing these strategies so that in case when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out and start calling the shots and they neglect them and ignore them, you know, and he will come and tell you, voice of Biafra. If there is anything that they are doing in this struggle that you don't like, we will give you a platform. This is voice of Biafra. This is not a struggle radio. It is our voice. You know, these are strategies that these people are actually coming into. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu select Chike Doziem through vote, I don't think Chike Doziem will be making a good decision today. He will not be making a good decision today. But he selected Chike Doziem because he saw that that time this Chike Doziem has what it takes to be there. That time he met Chike Doziem, he studied him. I believe he didn't just pick him up and place him in DOS. I believe he did a background check on him, a lot of things, spiritually, physically, and otherwise, before he placed him there. Now someone will tell you that Janjaweed must come and vote who you will make your leader. That is joining the chaff with the wheat to come and vote for you who you will make a leader. The Nigeria government will bring all the Janjaweed, pay them, give them data. to come and do that voting. That is the reason why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu chose C and C. The code bent for no one. The people who wanted to buy their way into this heaven, which are the people, the one they call Ogbuefi brought in. Ogbuefi, who is coming up and down in social media, talking all manner of rubbish. By their fruit you shall know them. The one, if the C and C is not implemented in this struggle, those people was gonna use money to hijack this struggle. Because of that C and C. That C and C is the reason why Voice of Biafra is coming out today. The radio you see. It is because of that C and C. Because when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu comes out, C and C continue. Then he will tell you, Biafrans, those Janjaweed following him, this is your radio voice. This is your voice. We cannot stop what we are doing. That is the reason why he said, if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, even if he come out and tell us we didn't do it right, Biafrans will judge. That Voice of Biafra. So creating this is implementing things they will use to counter Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. As long as what they are doing now, all the blunders they have made, you see them every time you come to their page, it is still the same thing. It shows that there are a particular set of bureaucrats who are watching these people. And these people that are watching these guys are not part of the struggle. They are people who know exactly what they are doing in this struggle. They want to use a manipulative way to destabilize the activities in this struggle. And that is the reason why there is no amount of preaching that you will preach that will make them change what they write in your comment section. It will never change. So, and when you see them writing those things in the comment section, you believe they are Biafrans because they will look for Igbo name. I don't know why they use Igbo name all the time. Waiting for our leader. Once he comes out, we hear the story. That is exactly maybe like up to like maybe let's say 6 60 million or 65 million Biafrans are what they are waiting for. The people that are actually watching us, giving us number in this fight that we are fighting, they are Janjaweed and the people that matters that we are getting our message through to. They are not Biafrans. It is Janjaweed who is investigating Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in the media. It is people like African Union who is waiting to see what will come out of this. It is people like international community who cares. They are the ones giving us this number. It is not Biafrans that are on the ground. That is the reason why, come the day of court, Facebook will have a traffic that they will never have. They will never have in months. They will have that traffic on that day. So that is exactly what is going on. Voice of Biafra is to stand against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is the reason why Voice of Biafra. Even a mosquito, a rat will come and challenge Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Tell Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you are not doing it right. That is Voice of Biafra. And the voting they are doing, knowing that Nigeria government wants DOS to make a mistake. They want Janjaweed, Agwana, the snake and the scorpion to come and vote. If in case for the whole world to see, no, the people of Biafra don't want these people anymore because they believe that we are practicing democracy. We have made it, open to the whole world. This is not a democracy movement. This is a freedom fighting. It is a struggle, and we are rooted in discipline, under command and control. So all these things, strategies that are bringing in is just to believe they win, to deceive the members of the public. They know they cannot achieve anything. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. I know Mr. Idudu have dealt with this issue as well. Why and what is the need for another radio station, and the same changing of narrative is the same what they are pushing, and to deceive our people and to deceive also the gullible ones who are together with us before, and to establish a notion that we are divided, and not only that we are divided, that also that we don't support the leadership of IPOB, that the grassroots which have gained support from the grassroots to the top to the diaspora, that they are not together with the leadership of IPOB, which is a lie. This is dead on arrival. They have not even come close. They have not even come close of this leadership. They have not even come close to the structure of IPOB. These are not noisemakers, a group of charlatans, a group of irresponsible, let me not use some derogative statements here, because Facebook might try to act like they have a reason to do something now. So what I'm saying is this. When people are so much gullible and short-sighted, you see them, they take actions that shows how much desperate they are. And those desperacy is what we are seeing in every step of their way. They have duplicated everything that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu established. So when somebody keep on duplicating what is in existence, and what is that person trying to show you? He's trying to show you that he is coming out in his own platform and his own umbrella to fight the leadership, because he's not fighting Nigeria anymore. He's not. That's what we said, that the double agent, they'll come first, they will fight in the Nigeria state, and all of a sudden they will be fighting the establishment, and then they will fight the owner of the establishment and the leader of our great movement, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, again, I want to ask you, Mr. Idudu. Today, you have seen that in IPOB, in most countries, due to the COVID restrictions, there's some problems. You see them, they are pushing the propaganda. The IPOB is no more going to meeting. They are no more contributing money again. They are no more doing this and that. When you see that in Nigeria, they don't keep the regulation of COVID, this COVID regulation, there are some countries that you don't come together more than 30 people in a place without staying a distance or that. So what I want to ask you now is this. Why are they attacking the IPOB units all over the world? Because they are saying that IPOB is no more coming again. They're not coming for protest. protests again. When they also see the protests that happen in South Africa, they see the one happen in Germany, they see the one happen in Italy, but they still keep on pushing the narrative that nobody is coming to participate in what IPOB is doing now. What message do you have for those people who are being deceived that IPOB is not intact? Thank you so much. Open your mic, open your mic.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very much. First of all, I will not even say I have something to tell them. Rather, I will try to debunk it, or should I say, try to, speak sense into it. First of all, it is all lies. Okay, it is all lies from the pit of hell that IPOB globally are not coming for family meeting. Okay, first and foremost, the situation at hand might affect some individual, but after some months, weeks, they will pick up again, because once you know what you are fighting for, you know how much this freedom means to you. They're like, man, let us move. We must continue, like our leader always used to say. And of course, a lot of IPOB across the globe have picked up the mantle, of restoration of Biafra. Yeah, in fact, they move, and we continue fighting, and we move ahead. And when you say, when they are saying, like, I heard Berima, he was trying to, accuse, the person of Ike Chukwunoa in South Africa, playing another person audio. You see, so these are the things. When they don't have any other information, they begin to manufacture information. IPOB are not coming here. IPOB are not coming there. The people go to our DOS platform who are tweeting and retweeting, who are commenting. Go to IPOB platform who are tweeting, are commenting. Who are these people? Do you think people who are just sitting at home that are not coming to meetings? People who are just sitting at home, they are not supporting the struggle. These are IPOB that have been there, and they continue to be there. Now, let us, go deep into the Berima again. Berima in Finland. He was the one that said that they were saying that there's no more ESN. ESN is no more there. When they saw Lion Squad in Onitsha, what they were saying, how many are they? They are not up to 1,000. So they must look for a complaint to justify whatever thing that we have debunked. As far as I'm concerned, the DOS are operating on the level of the more you look, the less you see. I remember when this Nelly Onyojo was saying that let someone to tell us the Wi-Fi network he's using and give us the code so that we can access his information to know if he's not speaking to RFI. I was just laughing. I was very angry at that stage. I was just laughing. So if you say each and someone will come give you access and details to his own internet provider. That is how dumb some of the people who are even fighting against us, this is how dumb they are. By asking, I also see them. They say, let China Sanworu, let Chika doesn't show us the receipt of the money they are sending to IPOB. To ESN. Tell me, how possible could that be? It's not only a fool that can do that. For somebody to think that DOS will give you information of how they have been sending money, and sending money to equip our ESN, to give it to one idiot sent by Jaja Weed to come and fight against this honorable, light of IPOB. That is to show you how dumb and daft some of us can be, and should I say the autopiloters. That is to show you how deaf, how dumb they can be. So I'm calling out then the DS. They have to show us the receipt. Look at our receipt. So you expect, can you see? This is our receipt. So you are trying to say so that DOS will play to their league. They want DOS to play to their league so that they will smile. Okay, we got them. So we look for the next channel so that since they are not playing to our game, DOS do their own make give unanya. They give them a total silence. They say silent is the best answer given to a fool. DOS do not even answer them because they want DOS to begin to screenshot. So this was 2 million we send here. This was the 30 million we send there, because we are here to talk, to do gossiping. Because what I have found out is that those cellophane, gathering around the Berima and their cohort, across wherever they are, they are those, try to depressed individual who are so lonely, so they look for where there is a tough gossip. That is what they do. So they and the muscle builder in Finland, he know how to turn the whole thing into a story. So it is story. Once upon a time. That is what they are doing. That is what they are doing, and it is a dead on arrival. They can run and they are still ranting. For them, they are trying. But it's not as if they keep on making this noise that they are making. Even Mazi, mute your mic. So even if they keep on making this noise that they are making, like I said earlier, the power remain with US. The power matters a lot. That's why I will say to every mini and a genuine IPOB out there, you must rally around the DOS. The DOS is the engine house. That is it. And they are the only trustful, a body that can move us, that can take us to the next destination. Any other person come meet with their froster stories on this and that, till now 7 months going to 8 months, no evidence from Nelly Oyonjo, aka propagandist. He is a propagandist herself. He's a propagandist herself, because in fact, he is a born criminal. And if you look at her face, you look like somebody that have involved into a lot of criminality, and he's so desperate, so eager, and the anger that what she's fighting for has not yet unveiled. She has not yet achieved. She is more frustrated. That's why when you see her, if you look into her soul, when this one that is painting lipstick somewhere in England host her, she see that, but her mind is far. She's it's like when they ask her, what do you say about this? She will now, like, you wake up from the dream, because her mind is so far. How am I going to counter the US? How am I going to counter this one? How am I going to get money from Aerofy? How am I going to so she's getting mad, because the work as in go buy market from Nigeria government saying one work, that work can go kill her. And that work can go depression, and depression, you will start taking depression tablet very soon in wherever she's living. Because as far as I'm concerned, I came into this struggle. Let me say something first of all. Like person like me, I even came into this struggle when the DSS invade our leader. Not even when our leader came back from the prison. No, I joined this struggle when our leader house was invaded and our leader was nowhere to be found. During this time, that was when I joined the struggle. So I did not join this struggle because our leader is dead, so I should be prison. I even joined this struggle that our leader was nowhere to be found after invading his house. So as far as I'm concerned, there's no idiot from nowhere that is so manipulative, trying to come and play prank on people's brain. It's not where we are. So you, as a Biafra, you should get your facts right. If Nelly Ofegbo, okay, they say action. This muscle builder in Finland, till now, for all the whole fundraising, what have they done with it? Are they using it to build more muscle? I don't know. Have they used the money to build more muscle? Because they are talking about action. What action have they done? Nothing. They just come and rant and talk rubbish. My brother, let me leave it here. I don't know if I hit it.
Thank you so much, Mazi Idudu. You're always there. You're always there, breaking it into pieces, into bit by bit. And Mazi George Moneyman. Yes, I have to come back to you again with this question. They said that they have done damage to IPOB. The IPOB is no more one. The IPOB is divided more than before. That IPOB never go to protest again. They don't even go to their family meetings. And somebody that is saying this is somebody that said, I am a disciple to the leader of that movement that he said he has destroyed. What is in the brain of these people that are listening to him? Those people that are listening to him, that are our own people, that we know that these are our own people. Forget about the Nigeria infiltrators. We know them. We know their quantity. At least Simon Ekpa is with about, let me say, 150 or 60 people who are very, very stupid. You understand what I mean, that have been deceived. The rest are Nigerians. The rest are the people who are against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The rest are the enemy of IPOB, who are ideologically haters of IPOB. The rest are also the Fulanis who are born in Biafran land, and the rest are also people who hate that restoration of Biafra, and the rest are all people who think that they are politicians, they want presidency. So we know how many people and their groups of people who are supporting autopilot, the people that their brain are intact, that was deceived, might be almost like 10 or 16. But the 100 or 150, you can see there are own people who have been deceived, are people who felt that they are not relevant in IPOB, that they want to use this platform to become relevant. They want to come out, that somebody is going to give them position. They think this is a political party, but this is a freedom fighting. Mazi George, Money, tell them what you think about them saying that they have destroyed the structure that is unbreakable. Thank you so much.
You know, thank you very much for that question. You know what what you are saying now, that the impression coming out of them, it is actually laughable. It is laughable because they have tried to use psychology to know how ESN is being sustained. How ESN, both including what they are using to defend our land, how it is being sustained. That is exactly the reason why that woman, Wanya Kata, come to tell you that 2,000 body bags, we need fund, we need to buy catapult, we need to buy this granite. So that, since they wouldn't buy it, of course, they know that is not the reason why they are raising fund. For DOS to come out and say, you did not buy this, you did not buy that, but you claim. They're just looking for a way to fish the DOS out, to expose their secret. That is the only thing. All this manipulation from different angle of autopilot you do, that is their manipulation. That is the only thing they don't know. They want to know how this ESN is being sustained, because they try to create a militia group, but they are not winning. That is one of the things they try to do. They are not winning. Now they want to know exactly how these ones are being sustained. Now they cannot get any answer from anything they have planned so far. They will now come out and tell you, we have destroyed them. We have destroyed DOS. Because they will keep changing their approach. Once they see that the one they bring on the ground is not working, they change their approach. Remember that a person who is a mad person, when you see them, the first approach, if you say someone that they are mad, they will tell you, I'm not a madman. They will start defending themselves immediately, that they are not mad. But what exactly is going on is that the people who are failing are coming out actually to testify they are winning. You understand? They are failing, but they want to use psychological manipulation to present to you that they are winning. Look at economic sanction. They've been saying economic sanction for over 4 months now. Economic sanction, we haven't seen it taking place. They promised those Anambra and Enugu people, which they are keeping sit at home. Which, of course, I know that most of them are scared because of 1 or 2 criminals they have deployed 1 or 2 times in Biafra land, in those areas, that disrupt people's businesses. Some of them are still voluntarily got used to sitting at home in those areas. Now, because they are using that sit at home, just like our brother Idudu say, that the day he said this issue is going to autopilot, that people will continue to sit at home. Of course, we know this. We know what is the emotion that time. People are not certain, because now people don't want to take a chance. They don't want to take a risk. They know that if we go there now, maybe there is a sit at home. This hoodlums that we told them Nigeria will deploy in order to get back at us might be there. You understand? So that is exactly how people believe. And now he took the credit. And that credit is exactly what has been driving him even till now. To the extent that when things are getting out of hand, he now promises masters, I can do it. These people are not sleeping at night. They don't sleep at night. Like when you go to bed now, you sleep, you can even snore. But these guys, they are not. Because now, number one, they have placed themselves in a hierarchy which does not exist. And in order to maintain that hierarchy, they will continue to sabotage the struggle. in order to maintain the money that they have collected from the enemy. They will continue to wallow in their ignorance, knowing that this ignorance they are in is not taking them anywhere, but they will continue in the same approach. The day you will find them, mellowing down or changing is when the number of people who give them super chat and star and the people who are watching them reduce. Once you see it reduce, you will find them coming to broadcast maybe twice a week instead of 2 times or every day. So for you to know, there are things that is still holding them, and Zoo politicians understand that this is what is holding them. That is the reason why they are making sure that they bring people out to sustain them. Just like the way they bring people out in a protest in United Nations, in USA. The protest, Biafra and Oduduwa were doing protests. Nigeria government sponsors someone to organize some hoodlums who don't know their left from their right to come and stand there acting as if they are one Nigeria people, because they were paid to do what they are doing. The same way these infiltrators are paid to use psychology to know the secret of IPOB, and they are not able to get to that secret of IPOB. Now they are coming to the media to be charlatan, making mouth, telling you what they never ever achieved. They will tell you we are going to destroy them at the end of the month. Whereas that we are the people who say that. I am one of the people who say that this end of the month will be the end of these infiltrators. They pick it up immediately and tell you that it will be the end of the criminal DDoS. And they are promoting it to the extent to anybody can bring out a poll. You can actually bring out a poll, tell people to vote against autopilot. It is something that you use to have fun in the media. These people are having fun at the expense of the idiots who are supposed to be promoting what they are, supporting. But they are promoting what is destroying what they are supporting without them knowing it. That is the worst thing that is happening to our people. Those who can afford data at any time. They are able to afford data at any time. They are in the media. Those that are still ignorant, following them, like some of these media warriors. Remember that these people, they are collecting cash. They are giving this Efulefu, who call themselves their media rats. They are giving them some peanuts. And that peanuts they are giving this, if these people will be exposed to the cash on the ground, that these people are supposed to share equally, believe me, all of them will start fighting. You saw when Umada and you see how they fought because of small money that came in, because they were exposed to the amount of that lump sum. They know now this is peanuts that we are being given. If that one give me star will understand they are giving him peanuts using his once a hallowed platform that he had, because it was once a hallowed platform, that they're now using the hallowed platform now to do their evil bidding. I don't think he will still be there. I know he's hungry. He's an hungry man. That is the reason why he allowed himself to get into that. I am not laughing at his predicament of being hungry, but at least we are in this struggle. If you are not emotionally, financially, anything that will make you, Bible say that if your hand will lead you to sin, cut it off. The metaphor is where it needs to come in now. If this money hunger will make you to digress, don't preach Biafra. Use your platform to do something that will be fetching you money. Preach Biafra like some of the bloggers once in a while. Then we will know that you are not into this struggle. So because they cannot, control their hunger for money. They cannot control themselves. They want to place themselves to the people at home that they are doing great when they are doing nothing in abroad. So they make themselves available all over the place, that whenever it will come in, if you give them $2,000, they will believe it is 2 million you have given them. That is the reason why they are making it a big deal. Saying that the head of the Directorate of State is receiving $2,000. Is $2,000 going to pay his bill home and away? Is he going to pay his bill home and away? $2,000. How much is $2,000? You want to say something?
Yes, Maz, let me just use maybe a minute to say something. Sorry, I don't like to interrupt, okay? I just wanted to chip in something in this particular point you just made. You know, me personally, I'm not saying it because people are listening or hearing. If some people in this struggle, not even the DOS, have a very key position that they have to work for this structure from morning to evening. From morning to evening, how do you expect to feed? People not get sense. Oh, they are paying 2,000 naira, 2,000. If somebody is in the struggle and his position, you know that he's working from morning to evening. Even in the night, they are still working it, call up and down, here up and down, complain up and down. You know, we need this, we need that. You know, different development coming, and their position, jurisdiction need to make sure that those things need to be attended to. How do they have to work and feed? If it is not you and I that's supposed to do something about it, even these same people that are talking, they are pastor in the church, and they pay their pastor in the church. Thank you very much. I'll leave it there.
Coming to that again, thank you very much for that, for giving more light, sharing more light to it. There are people who are our comrade, which their school fees are being paid on the ground. They're not talking about why are they not criticizing it. They are now talking that Chike Dozem is getting $2,000. If eventually who signed that that memo for him to be getting paid, if he was getting paid, was it not Mazen Namdekan? Now, what is the problem of these people who never contributed funding into the struggle, but they came in, they started gaining money, in different angle, fundraising, everything, monitoring, with their platforms, to the people who are not allowed to even make themselves known to the public. They were positioned in a way that you need to do this work, concentrate and give me result. It is not about you being famous on social media. Then you want to compare them to people who come to social media to look for relevance, to look for money. If they are getting $2,000, if I have extra 1,000, I will even give them. Believe you me, if I have extra 1,000, I will be paying these people because these people are in the forefront of the game.
Mazi George, na YouTube. Cam, you speed on YouTube. You speed on YouTube, not on YouTube. So, okay, so what I'm saying is, let us move forward with our program. I know we are gradually getting all these things step by step, and all these things that are very, very essential to discuss, because these things are essential. The lawyers cannot respond to these things. The DOS cannot respond to these things. And our principal officers cannot respond to this. We are the ones in the media that have to respond to these things. Now we're going to Nigeria now. We're going to the zoo, the issue of the zoo. There is a political quest, let me say political quest, that is now going on. We are not politicians, of course, we know, we are freedom fighters. And there is this call by Ohaneze Ndigbo for Igbo presidency. And also, that even if Igbos don't, before last month they said if the Igbos don't get president, they will debunk, they will detach themselves from Nigeria, and they will join the agitation. And recently, Obiozo, which is the Ohaneze Ndigbo, this thing, said that even if Igbos are not being given presidency, which is called president, but they refer it as presidency due to the imposture. So even if they don't give the Igbos, the predominantly Igbo region, the southeast, the Biafran mainland, if they don't give them president, that they will still remain in Nigeria, that Nigeria is their land and their heritage. Now, this is a man who said that he's Ohaneze Ndigbo, and now he is speaking like the Fulanis. This is our heritage, it's our fatherland. like he is now reminding himself, so his subconscious mind, that this is our fatherland. What do you want to tell those people that are seeking for Igbo presidency, which it is dead on arrival? We know that there is nothing like Igbo presidency. They're not going to give them. They will still play their usual game. We all know that, okay? So what do you have to tell those people that are going to be distracted with this Igbo presidency, who are in this struggle, but they are going to be distracted really because of this ploy of Igbo presidency? What message do you have for them?
Yeah, thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi. You know, this Igbo presidency of a thing, you know, we have talked about this issue even for the previous 2 years ago. But we'll still talk it again. I'll keep on talking it again. First of all, I want to say that the eastern region, or just say the entire south, but to some level, the eastern, I say the entire eastern, you know, they are not men enough. The entire south, that is from Oduduwa down, they are not men enough, but at least there's a little bit level, there's a little bit different, okay? That's why I first of all talk about the eastern. The entire south, they are not men enough.
So I want to say that the eastern, I say eastern,
Unmute yourself.
the entire south, but to
Okay, thank you, Mazi. So they are not the politicians in the eastern end, they are not men enough. The politician in the entire south, that is from Oduduwa down to Biafra, they are not men enough. You cannot be talking about presidency. You cannot be talking about presidency where you have not even done in the local level. They say if you are too big to start from ground, you will be too small to start from up. Okay, if you cannot do much with little, even when you have much, you cannot still utilize it. That is the case study of the entire south, from Oduduwa down to Biafra politicians. Okay, we have a system of a contractual called Nigeria where Fulani herdsmen will come, they will kill us, rape us, mayhem us, bound community down to the ground. No politician will even make any statement. Some of them are so myopic and stupid enough, thinking that because they will not be complaining, it will make the Fulani herdsmen look them like these people are not a problem, we can give them presidency. That is some myopic mindset of some of our useless politicians. A person that cannot demand accountability of their brothers and sisters being killed and raped by Fulani herdsmen cannot even demand for a presidency. It doesn't work. Let me even shock you, if it was in the constitution of the contractual called Nigeria that anybody can contest anywhere, trust me, the governor of Delta State will be from Katsina. I'm telling you. And if the zoo continue, it might get to that extent that we are all Nigeria. You can contest anywhere. It can be, if you're a man from Kano, can be a governor in River State, and that's the end of it. So
we have had that during the military regime. You remember?
I can't even remember. You know,
during the military regime, the governors of Eastern region were from the north, predominantly north. Yes.
Okay. Just imagine, and that is your thought. So it is in the constitution that a governor must be an indigenous of that particular state. If not, Nafula, what for the year now? Bello Amadou, Bello Mamadou, Yusuf, what's that? These are Fulani useless name. I can't even remember. Mustafa. That is the name you will be hearing in the entire east, even down to the west. I will give you a typical example. A typical example is that the commissioner of Delta State is a Fulani man. A commissioner of my state is a Fulani man. Go. 80% of our community, they are DPOs and Fulanis. All in the name of we can decide to bring a DPO to any location. It doesn't matter. So if they use that aspect to come into politics in terms of elected people, they will just shift all of us in the corner, just like they have done to the Northerners. That all governors, all senators, all local government chairmen, all councillors, and even the kings are all Fulani, not Hausa people. They have overwhelmed them, according to our leader. They have shrunk them, and now all they have is their language. Now you ask me a question: the Igbo presidency, that they are talking about, at least George Obiozo is genuine enough. He's been truthful enough to tell you that indirectly, telling you that he's not even care about the Igbo presidency. As far as that they have already managed to put his cohort, the fellow criminal who is what's it called, hopeless who's on this job as a governor, and is benefiting a lot from this administration. The administration also made him the Johannes Indigo President General. For him, that is okay. Who presidency help? So he's been genuine enough. Like now I won't keep my body put for your own mind. Like if I won't keep my body for that one, I'm okay. So when it comes to Igbo president, you ask them, who are the people clamoring for it? Are they noisemakers, or are they people who are tough men? We need tough men. We need, if you want to do, you have to be tough. We need tough people. You cannot condemn Fulani killing in your home, and you want to you request for Igbo president. How are you going to say it? Is it by begging or by action ways? So I have not even seen anybody bold enough to request for Igbo president. I won't lie to you. I swear. With everything in me, I'm yet to see any candidate from even down to the so-called Niger Delta area that have come in support of the Igbo presidency, that has spoke true to power without no fear, spoke very well. I've never seen anybody. They just talk like watermelon individual and they go to sleep. This is what they do. So the Igbo presidency, it is for that now, it's not a mirage, a joke. It's a joke. It's a very big joke. It's not because as if that the people who are playing politics, who are with the zoo, doing their normal zoo things, they cannot try to achieve that, but because that they don't even have the balls to even talk about it. Fear not, they allow them. Fear not, they allow them. Erofai is the one ruling Nigeria. They don't know. Erofai, a governor in Kaduna State, Boko Haram, his men, his military men, who are the Fulani and who has terrorists, they are busy killing people, burning people. He knows. He will not send anybody after them. Let me tell you something. There was a question Dele Mamadou asked Mike of Rivers State. Say that if you feel that these people that you are killing in OB are IPOB, why can't you also look for a way to reintegrate them into police and army the same way? He played it on his psyche with sense. The idiot in Rivers State cannot even articulate. He could not even articulate properly. In the north, they repented Boko Haram. How do we know that they are repentant? So you go and ask them that, have you repented? They say, yes, we have repented. Or they come to you, sir, officer, we are no more doing the Boko Haram, we have repented. Because, I don't know how they manage to fix this thing into the useless Nigerian politicians, global, all of them. And they agree that some people are repented Boko Haram and they have to recruit them to begin to kill people and protect their fellow Fulani herdsmen who are killing people in the bushes. They build barracks close to where they are doing their open grazing and destroy crops. And when you shout, they will beat you and they will flog you. I saw a picture of somewhere in Calabar where some of the youth, rose up and they're chasing Fulani herdsmen. If you see the troop of army that came in and they pull all their clothes, they naked and remain only boxers, and they make sure that they whoop them so very hard. They have lines and blood and scars all over their backs. I saw that video. I just laughed. If it here was Igbo speaking Biafra region, it not go happen because those who army they go here and when they will have seen it very hot. But because they look at it, they don't now see finish. They don't see them finish. What can they do? And the local government will not say anything in Calabar. The senator, they will not say nothing. The governor will not say anything. They are busy eating pomo and egusi soup. They won't say nothing. They don't say nothing because they feel that they are not being pressured enough. They are enjoying some kind of liberty of the people around us are the kind of weak people. And yes, of course, I will say it. It's not only in Calabar, even in my own state, other state. Let me just say, I'm trying to antagonize some place in Biafra land. No, I have a lot of weak morons. Like as weak as the politicians, and that's as weak as some of the people living among us. Very weak. They are only good in talking, trying to antagonize what IPOB are doing. Don't forget that we are here to make sure that Fulani men doesn't have a place in our land because our land was not, created for Fulani to come and inhabit. And that's what we are doing, and we owe nobody apology. That's why we do it with every courage, what we are doing. We do it with everything in us because it's our land. And the land belongs to us. The land belongs to us. So when you are talking about Igbo presidency, it is a very laughable something. Very, very laughable. We wait for the rest people as they come in. before we, although he is the host anyway. So when he comes in, he say how we move from here. So let me just round up, Mazi. So I have not seen any person bold enough to even request to be a president. So until I see somebody that is courageous enough, then I begin to talk about Igbo presidency or not. Those guys are not ready. They are just, melon. They are watermelons. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mazi George Money. Yes. Coming to you in this question that I asked about people who are going to be deceived by the quest of Igbo presidency, by the quest of the deceit of the ploy, which is being deployed now to wither the agitation, which they say that it will reduce the agitation, that it will create at least the consideration that we are we are recognized as a part of the country, that it is zoning, it is our turn, that we are going to become president, and which we know that nobody is going to have that president from Igbo predominantly region, that this presidency is not going to work. It's a mere deceit. We know that it is dead on arrival. I want to ask you something. There are many people that will be distracted from this struggle into going into politics, into going to support the sentiment of Igbo politics. So I'm asking you now, what message do you have for those people who will be deceived, and at last they will regret being deceived, but they have lost their track? Coming back might be difficult for them to join the agitation. They might be floating in the water as a balloon. So before they make that mistake, I want you to give them that message for them to preserve themselves before this evil come before them. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Before I go there, you must understand that we can never cheat in nature. Whenever it rains, you will hear that the rain destroys something somewhere. There is always someone that will go with the wind when the wind comes. So I am not, basically advising them, because their approaches to Igbo presidency that they want is laughable. How can you want Igbo presidency? You have not made peace with your followers in Igbo land. You are going to kneel down for Fulani that will not vote for you. How can you want Igbo presidency? You have not come home to ask people from your side, what do they want? You have not done that. You have never carried them along. But you go to Fulani to tell them that the agitation will stop. What brings the agitation for the first time? If you as a governor, if you as a what are they called? Those ones that after governor, Hope, the one Buhari gave Hope, who's on them already, senator, is representing your constituencies. You are representing them great deal. I believe that if there is anything higher, we will give you. Just like we are now supporting DOS, because we have seen, we know they are doing something great to the struggle. And that is the reason why we are independently fighting to protect DOS when we are not even members of DOS. So that is exactly how it is. First of all, these people clamoring for Igbo presidency, they are, they are making, a joke with their career, with their political career. Because if they eventually want Igbo presidency, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came first. He knows that the only reason why this Fulani, they are destroying us is by dividing us, calling these people south, calling us east. He realized that. He now start bringing all of them together, knowing that it is a game of number. If there is any reasonable person who is a politician in Biafra land, who is seeking for Igbo presidency, the first thing they're supposed to do is to bring our people together. If you bring our people together, which place in Nigeria, in that Nigeria, who will supersede our number? There is none of them who will supersede our real number. It is not the manipulated number that they are producing in their census. If they are very intelligent enough, that is what they're supposed to start doing prior 2020, to make sure that they make peace with their people. If they make peace with their people, so that when you make peace, we will support you, knowing that you have our interests at heart. We are going to vote for you. Believe you me, any Igbo presidency you see now winning Nigeria election is a janja with the Igbo president. Because I don't think, how many people will vote for them from Igbo land or from Biafra land? How many will vote for them? When they never recognize you, they recognize that Fulani, you must go and kneel down for them. How will you take out your time to go and vote for such people who sell their people for pitan? They don't, they don't represent the prestige of their people. They don't show that we are worthful. They make us worthless. Our opinion does not matter. The only people their opinion matters is Fulani opinion. So they should go and let the dead bury the dead. Let Fulani vote for them. Anybody who will go out with the wind, I am not surprised, because there is always a wind that will carry somebody. There is always a rain that will destroy something. So we keep moving. We that are still standing, we keep moving. We only need 100 men. Have we forgotten? We only need 100 men. So when we get the 100 men, the Bible, the prophecy said that 2 parts of us will be cut off. So that is the reason why, even if there are many of them that are there cutting off, I know that the prophecy is being fulfilled. But at the end of the prophecy, we are going to get our freedom. That is what most important thing that matters. I am going to leave it here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. We are drawing down the curtain gradually. We'll be drawing down the curtain because we have spent about 3 hours, right? So we'll be drawing down the curtain. And so my final question is this. What do you people expect from the leadership of IPOB, which personally you will say, I am the advice you have for the leadership of IPOB? If you don't want to answer that question, you are free to leave it. But just to say, even when I ask this kind of question, is just to be neutral, to also allow you to say your mind. You understand? So, what advice do you have for the Biafrans and the leadership of IPOB? Just with 2 minutes.
Should I? Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, first and foremost, before I say anything concerning the leadership of this structure, we want to first of all advise, or should I say, suggest or make a statement to the public. Number one, a statement to the public is, if you love and you want the restoration of this struggle, in as much as you are on the media, you are commenting, you are sharing, and some of you who will say that, oh, I didn't know, donate your income, donate money, support this struggle financially. Even though if we have already, let us have in abundance, just in case of rainy days. Don't say, because when the history of Biafra will be read, and you will say, I didn't know that they will have needed money. I thought that they have it all. I swear to God, now Mario and I go strike you. So support this struggle financially, and you know where to support. The leadership that is being put in place by Mazda Nekano and the DOS are in charge. Secondly, like as some people used to say, sorry, I will take a little more time, not verse, my brother, but I will make it very short. Like the unknown government started during the NSAS. That is their opinion. A lot of people have so many opinions about unknown government. But I want to also just make, say this one, maybe, because I saw a place in Enugu where they were having some campaign grant, PDP or APC, I don't know, and unknown government stormed that place and they disrupted the gathering, because me as I'm concerned, I have not seen unknown government and I don't know unknown government, but I like unknown government. Yes, I will say it open. Because even Obasanjo said that we need rebel to speak truth to power. Nigeria government need to look for a way to see the unknown government, so that they can ask for their request. What are they, talking about? What do they want? Even, so I'm trying to say, because Nigeria government, they are very tricky too. Because they're like, okay, this unknown government, okay, they come to election ground. They will not even stage an election ground, and they will pipe low and lay ambush. That, unknown government might come. So I'm saying, if you are watching and you are unknown government, I don't know. Just for you to be aware of all these things. Because Nigeria government, they are very good. Okay, they come in that election campaign. Okay, we'll do another one. Let's say we are campaigning, but no, we just arm soldiers and army and waiting for them. You get the point now. So that is just that. Now coming to the DOS suggestion or advice, that there is nothing much I will say about the DOS than they are doing what they know how to do best, and they need your support to move forward. Like I said, support this movement financially. Let it be that even when you are boasting, when nobody is there, and they don't believe you, even that you supported, you know that in your heart that you really supported. That is enough. You don't need to even convince anybody. So the DOS, they are doing doing their thing. They are in the top of their game. Like the leader of Amazon tweeted early today or late yesterday, that he just finished meeting with the HOD and his team, and they are up to something. So that's it. You can never even see the DOS coming. That is what you must know. The DOS is the more you look, the less you see. So allow them to do their own the way they know how to do it. Simple. Thank you very much. All hail Biafra.
Thank you very much, Mazi Idudu Ovemuno. You are very, very great. You have contributed a lot in this program and have been working for this Biafra restoration. You are a wonderful comrade, a respected one indeed. I'm humbled to have you in this program today. You are great, and you can then depart if you wish. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Thank you. So, Mazi, George Money, finally coming to you. What advice do you have for the leadership, and as well as what advice do you have for Biafrans? To draw the curtain after you, I will summarize and we close for the day. And we will always come here to talk with our people because it is needed to keep this struggle alive as a great responsibility and a debt we owe our children. Mazi, proceed.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. My advice to the leadership of this struggle, no matter how the wind blows, no matter how the storm comes, they should continue doing the great work that they are doing. Very soon we are going to win because our leader will be out very soon and the result will be open. Then our people will now see the result of what we've been defending and fighting for. Whatever force the enemy bring against them, as long as we are still here, we are able to afford the data, we will protect and support them jealously. It is an instruction. It is an instruction. People like me, I don't play with instruction. I don't play with instruction. I don't like to default. So we will continue to defend them. They should never ever feel that like they are alone. They will never be alone because we are here for them. And we continue to defend what we believe in. We continue to defend Mazen Nnamdi Kanu through defending them, because that's what we're doing. And our people all over the world, the most important thing that they need to understand is that it is not of those that run it. That's what the Bible says. It is not of those that run it. Because where they are right now, they believe it is about the person who is giving them a hope that is not, that does not have any backup. It is of those that are, carrying out something that is very, very productive without coming to, make you praise them. That is the reason why I come back to that thing I call diplomatic way. We are more diplomatic, rooted in discipline, more than ever before, so that we do not make mistake. Our leader is in the hands of the enemy. The enemy is looking up to us in order to judge our leader. That is the reason why they implemented autopilot. They do, to keep confusing us, to know if we will leak, what keeps us together. If we will leak the secret that keeps us together, that keeps us strong. That is the reason why you find these people, this sewage and irrat constituting nuisance in social media. And I want you to know that they are nothing but a pencil in the hands of the politicians and DSS. Just like you heard yesterday, Ekperima in Finland said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must not change clothes because they want to bring Isiagu that will comfort him in the DSS. And there was a statement that was made by DSS in their own privacy that there is a juju in the Isiagu. There is juju in the Isiagu, which they are bringing it to intimidate them. For Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to control them when he wear the Isiagu. How did the Ekperima get to know what the DSS said in their private place? That is what questions that we need to keep asking. How did he get to know it? There are many things he come and claim, but that shows that he is working with the enemy. He is no longer the agenda of making our leader change clothes. Where you will understand that this guy, every decision he makes holds no water. When he tell you that he give Nigeria government until Friday to change our leader's clothes and send him to correctional facility, did anybody pay attention to him? That is the reason why he is bringing all sort of conspiracy theory, bringing it because he's working with the enemy, trying to implicate Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to stay longer, because he will tell you that Mandela stays 24 years in prison, and he got advice from people who did it before. We don't need people who did it before. This is 21st century. This is now, that was before. And we are changing a dancing step in this 24th century, fourth industrial revolution. That is what we are engaging with. And we cannot be swept off our feet. We cannot be surprised. Rather, we surprise people. Thank you very much, Biafrans all over the world who paid attention to this gospel. Bless every activities that is of good that you engage into. Let Chukwu Kikabiama bless us as well, who took up our time to be here. My comrade, thank you very much for giving me this time to speak. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. May Chukwu bless you and continue to protect you and give you more and more wisdom in addition to the one you have. You're a great comrade, a very determined one. I am very much delighted and very much overwhelmed to see you in the forefront of this media war. You are one of a kind and will always remain special in my heart. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, and may Chukwu bless you. Thank you so much, George Money.
Salute.
Salute. Yes, Biafrans all over the world, we have come to the end of the program today. This program is being brought to you by Rapture Media, IPOB Rapture Media, the media that stands unchallenged, the media that stands to defeat every human being who have come with negativity to create division among us, among this struggle. My message to the leadership is that I don't have any message to you. You are doing a great work. Continue to do your great work. Do not be distracted. Do not allow any church rats, cockroach